And then you know what I'm saying, went ahead and stepped out, or man, it's fourth quarter. So I'm really trying to, what I'm saying, lock in on my sales and woo and all that. Bro, I would have never came. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to
So
get off that bench for the first time. What's up, Ronan?
What's going on,
Ronan,
fellas? Congratulations, Magic, bruh.
yeah, appreciate it.
Man.
I'll be right back. I gotta get my food. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm happy for you being out there. You say you're in Barranquilla?
Yep, Baron Kia, man, it's on another level. Like, I think Style King need to come out here and really like, bro, the heat. I was out there for 10 minutes. Came back with the shack beads, just sweating, bro. Like, it's something different out here, man.
The heat?
Yeah, man. The heat is something else. But
Wait, what you say? What you say about the heat?
Temperature right now. There.
it's different. It's more humid than Atlanta. It's gotta be.
Okay, so you from down south, so you understand what moisture is.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But it's gotta be more humid than Atlanta, bro. Ain't no way.
Man, y'all got me interested in Barranquilla. I gotta stop through there and check it out. How long you gonna be there?
Shit. Until
That's
until
what I'm
until my son hit me up like, oh, I'm trying to come back. I'll be like, all right, then let me book this flight real quick. But other than that, because I'm doing the same shit, bro. I can present from right there, just like I can present at the house, or you know what I'm saying, work
That's
or whatever.
right.
So did you take my advice with getting the changeable ticket?
I got the insurance. I took that advice. I think that's why they called me. If not, my ass would have been left. For sure, my ass would have been left.
Yeah. Cause that changeable ticket, man, you can go whenever you feel like it. You can, if you get tired of being there, you can change it to right now, or they might text you a little bit just depending on how close the date is, though. Oh, keep Ecuador passport, bro, free.
Are you
Shit,
talking
me,
about
I'm right
a
there.
ticket with an open exit date? How are you working that out? Explain that to me.
I just bought one ticket here. Simple as that.
You didn't do
Oh,
a
they
round
don't
trip?
expect you to have a outgoing ticket because they
They
call them
do.
throwaway tickets. Like you had to have at least something saying you're leaving in 30 days.
I had that ready on my phone just in case I had to throw that a little $20 to get one.
Mhm.
But like I said, it was so smooth going through Barracuda's thing. They didn't even ask me for it.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Shit, I usually have problems.
Bruh, I think you might. I think just going to like what you call it, going through Medellin, they gonna like overanalyze all your information just because of whatever it is they got going on over there. But going through Barranquilla, man, it was sweet.
I like what you said about how close it is too, like the proximity to other places like Santa Marta, because I definitely want to visit Santa Marta, and then the proximity to Cartagena. That's amazing. 2 hours, you can't beat that. You can get a taxi. You're gonna be able to get you a taxi for about $20 to go over there, maybe 40.
Shit, probably for the 40 for sure.
That's fire right there. I like that. Okay, I think my food here now, so y'all
Uh-oh.
take it over. Hold on.
DoorDash? What's it?
I'm door
Yeah.
dashing, man. I woke up. I just woke up. I gotta give me some food in my stomach. I'm gonna get some chicken wings. Hold on.
Oh, not the chicken wings.
Where you get them wings from?
Dude, they got so many places in Atlanta. Where?
I went to JJ's.
He did right. He did right.
Hold on, it's at the door. They got my stuff sitting outside.
Hey, salute. It's Jay Clyde. What's going
So
on, brother?
Ronan, I know you are familiar specifically, well, with a lot of things, but specifically the Philippines. So what is this about the brother getting held hostage?
So
I
I was
seen
on
the
Razor
title.
Ray's show earlier,
Mhm.
and this white boy, unfortunately, and not unfortunately, I mean, you love who you love. He got attached to a Muslim Filipina.
Mm.
Now, Muslim Filipinas are the southern hemisphere of the Philippine Islands,
Mm.
of which there's like 700 plus. Okay. But the unfortunate part is Muslims down there are extremists. I'm talking ISIS. They actually do terrorist activity. They do bombings, things like that.
Well,
Okay.
what the hell? Y'all done changed the
So there was
subject.
actually a war. There's actually a war that just ended not more than about 4 or 5 years ago. They have a peace treaty right now, but the people that were involved in the war down south that were Muslim, they weren't caught or anything. They just kind of like disbanded. They're still there. You know, so every once in a while you might get like a mall bombing or something like that. Yeah. So this kid goes and marries this Muslim chick, and instead of taking him out or taking her out of that area, northern part of Philippines, he stays right down up in that. Now he's a struggling YouTuber.
The Philippines guy that y'all talking about on
So
radio.
which guy? Can we say the name, or are you gonna hit me on the back chat?
No, I mean, there's all kind of news reports on the guy. I just don't know his name by chance. Right now, it's escaping me.
Is he still kidnapped right now?
Yeah, and unfortunately, the kid was shot when he was taken.
They shot. Oh my God! So he could.
So that means if they don't have some kind of nurse or somebody that can know how to do some quick doctoring, it could have been a through-and-through shot. But you're subject to sepsis and all kind of things if you don't get that treated. Hopefully, it didn't hit an artery where he just straight up bled out. You know, but they threw the kid on a fast boat and got him up out of there because the cops were chasing him at the time when he got abducted.
The cops were chasing him.
Yeah, it's some movie stuff, man. They got close to the water, they got on a fast boat and got up out of there because you can hide in between all those little islands. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
But yeah, they took the kid, and right now they haven't had any contact as far as any kind of list of demands or anything like that. But supposedly there's different rumors the kid was doing a little bit of trying to make some fast money, like doing some loan sharking or some crazy crap like that. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, how would you know that?
Yeah.
To come out and say something like that, where you can definitely see his website, his YouTube channel. And his YouTube channel has him looking like he's struggling a lot. You get what I'm saying? Where he's at in the Philippines. So I don't know if he had any.
You saying the place is like a struggle place that he's in.
He was not only in a struggle place, but he was struggling as far as the content he was putting out. Talking about how fearful he was and different things like that of being in that area. Now, you don't know if that's because he wants to drum up drama and maybe get more hits, clicks and views. At this point, you don't know.
Getting kidnapped is a
confirmation. Yeah, being kidnapped is definitely a confirmation of they see a white-skinned person in a Muslim area where they're ISIS people, and obviously ISIS don't like Americans.
I didn't even know Philippines had that kind of problem for real.
Yes, down south they do.
But my question
That's why you have to pay attention to U.S. Reports when they talk about different dangerous areas to go to. You have to weigh out your pros and cons and when you're going and where you're going. This kid knew. He goes, "I'm in a red zone." He literally said this on one.
He said it.
I'm in a red zone, so you in a war zone type of situation, but you good with it. You just sitting there. How long do you think they're going to be before they get desperate and say, "Oh, we got one guy that we can use as a leverage pin"? You get what I'm saying? Let's kidnap him and see if we can extort money out of his family or from the government to get him back.
On my last trip, to be honest with you guys, like I was getting all that kind of information from everybody. So,
there's certain places in Ecuador and places like that aren't like the nicest places going on. They got guerrillas down there, just like they have guerrillas in the Philippines. Mm-hmm. When I was in the Marine Corps, man, we went and did interdictions and different fucking missions with the Filipino Marines. They actually have Filipino Marines there. And where we carry a K-bar, they carry a Filipino like a sai. It's a bent sword that they carry, and they fight with that. So they have different weapons they use, but we all cross-train them as far as Filipino Marines and United States Marines. So they have some of the same tactics and fast boat tactics and different missions that they do, but they do a lot of drug interdictions right along with the guerrilla warfare and stuff that they're doing down in the southern part of the Philippines. They're very active. So is the Navy fleet. Their little Navy fleet is fighting right now with the Chinese. And that's going on the northern border up by Luzon. Because the China Sea is actually the Filipino Sea, and there was an argument over that whole thing. Right along, there's about $10 billion worth of $10 trillion worth of oil or gas in the ocean right around China and the Philippines.
Wait.
There's an
So
argument
Magic.
over water rights so that somebody can go and dig that up and try to make that money.
Well, I want to ask Magic a question real quick. So what's up with the you in an Airbnb or a hotel?
Airbnb.
All right. So how did the area look when you got off the plane versus getting to your Airbnb? Like, what was that trip like?
Nigga, the Solid Dad was pretty much what Honey Pack made it out to be. I ain't gonna hold you. It was rough. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Obviously I'm not gonna talk about the people, like, you know, they was just living life, but it was a rough area for sure. Like, definitely you know, impacted economically, I'll say that, to be nice. But you know,
That's
as
a
you
nice way
get
of putting it.
right, as you get closer to the north side, you know, it's just like, man, it's a city. I mean, you know, bro, let me ask you this. I was trying to ask somebody else that's been overseas. Bro, you know that foreign smell?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? See,
Wait,
yes.
no.
you know what I'm saying? It's just,
That's
bro,
some
it
city,
ain't
man.
necessarily.
The minute you get off a boat or a plane, you smell it. You smell it. You already know.
That's what I'm like, bro.
It
I
could be a
thought I was
combination of a whole
weird.
bunch of things: poverty, piss, poor.
Y'all
I'm
crazy.
saying, the minute you step out that airport, you already know it's hitting you. Especially if it's hot that day. Ooh, some places you can step off the plane at.
Wait, so
Bruh,
Barranquilla got a smell?
foreign smell, like, you know what I'm saying? Rolling though.
I mean, it could be the herbs and spices in the air from the food that's being cooked. It could be a whole bunch of different combinations of the animals that you're not used to smelling, you know, on the street. You know, it just depends on what area you get off of, man. Yeah, I'm very sensitive and very like some smells smell like
My nose
home.
must
You know what I'm
don't
saying?
work.
Bro, I'm telling you, when you get off, like, okay, you get off in Atlanta, like, it's gonna be some smog, but I'm telling you, no matter where you be at, bro, like Brazil, it's just like that foreign smell. It ain't necessarily like a
Bad
bad
thing,
smell,
right?
but nigga, it smell real foreign in here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he could be smelling some of that body odor coming out that plane. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what kind of person in front of you, Hindu, Indian, whatever. You know, you smelling all kind of sweat and non, you know, deodorant type of wearing mugs coming out that plane, sweating and whatever the hell they were doing on 13, 14-hour worth of flights.
Bruh,
Well,
that might be.
yeah, that's true.
That might be. It was one of them. It was one of them on the first flight, but nah, I smelled it on the second flight too, from what's call it, Fort Lauderdale to Barranquilla. I was like, what are these niggas smelling about foreign in the motherfucker in here? You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bro, maybe I'm tripping
Oh
with that
man,
foreign
that's not
smell.
nice.
Hey, it's just that it's that scent. You know what I'm saying? You know that foreign scent, like, oh yeah, that nigga ain't from here. He got that scent. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
got that. I don't know if it's in their clothes. Like,
he's saying he wearing that foreign ode.
yeah, that's what it's got to be.
That is hilarious. I didn't expect that. So the
That's
place that you're
hilarious.
in, did you so the area you in is a nicer area, of course.
I mean, shit, we ain't gonna say. I mean, bro, I'll show you the Airbnb. It ain't the Hilton, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? But it's got the router. That's what I need. I needed a
You need
router
that
so I
speed.
can
Yeah.
hook up into. So,
Mhm.
but I mean, it ain't
Are
that.
you using a VPN
I'm not.
to
No.
do your work? Have you
Mm.
considered doing that? Because I'm going to be playing around with mine. I got a router that I take with me. It's a little small portable router. There's Wi-Fi 6 on it and a whole bunch of other things. But
Okay.
it has a VPN network where you can hook it up so that when you hook into the hotel's system,
Mm-hmm.
you're going through your firewall
Oh, okay.
before they touch any of your devices, so nobody can hack your shit.
I should look into that. I really should. The system that we're working with at TSIS, there's so much stuff. I want to see how it works at first with this,
Mhm.
but it's definitely something that I need to look into for sure. I mean, especially out here, to your point, like, because you don't know what they got going on. They've been here before you. They might already have some shit going on.
Mm.
I mean,
Ronan definitely know about that kind of stuff. His computer big as
I'm
smaller
give
than
you
my hand.
a device. Boom. This is it right here.
Okay.
It's a small router. Okay, it has ports in the back. All right, USB and Ethernet. So that will allow you to plug right into the wall socket of whatever hotel you're in that has internet, and you can run a cable to it, so you get the fastest speed coming out of the hotel. Now, some hotels only give you one login per resident with the Wi-Fi code or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then that means you run that router to the hotel, whichever way you're going to do it, Wi-Fi or hardwire. And then your router can split it off to as many signals as you want.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
I need that.
Yeah.
Damn, I didn't know that. And then you can plug in, like how he's saying he need to plug in. So you plug
Yeah,
into
you
that.
can plug in. If I don't know if you can see the little diagram on the back. You see how many ports are in the back
Yeah.
of the box?
And then that's your
There's at least 3
VPN
to
too.
4 ports plus a power port. And like I said, it does give off a Wi-Fi 6 signal. So then you can just go ahead and pick up your Wi-Fi 6 signal for your phone or any of your other devices. And you're only still telling the hotel you got one connection because you're going through your router and not the hotel.
That's what I'm saying. So you can change
But
your
then
VPN
that's
on
also
that?
if you're working abroad, you can set your VPN because this gives you the ability to set up a VPN, okay, through the router. So then you can set this router to say you're still in the United States.
What?
So then when you're doing Wi-Fi, like if you're trying to do Netflix or whatever for United States channels, you can still do that through this. And it's as small as my hand. This is just a box.
What's the name
But
of it
the
one
thing
more
is
time?
like,
Slate.
it's called a Slate AX. You can get it on Amazon. I think it's about 130, 150 bucks at the most. But it'll come in handy.
That's the 1800 or the router? 1800.
It's the 1800. It's the Wi-Fi 6 gigabit wireless router. So you don't even have to hardwire. You can just pick up the signal off the hotel for the Wi-Fi 6 with it.
Yeah.
But you can do a VPN or a private network. That's another little device you take around with you all over the world, and it's just your network, period. So you carry your security with you. That's to keep people from hacking in the hotel, your signal, and anything else that you might have on your laptops and stuff, especially if you're dealing with financial matters.
Exactly. And I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to research.
So you know how you go overseas and you have to have some type of WhatsApp account, so you can appear to still be in the United States, so you can access like the U.S. banks and stuff like that.
Right.
Through that VPN, you can just set your network to still being in the United States and still have full access to that.
That's the move right there. I got to check into it because I mean, you hit the nail on the head. Like I was saying earlier, like, bro, people be hacking. Like, you don't know how advanced people are until you know all your
Especially
stuff.
overseas. I mean, if you're in the Asian area, man, you know, China is known for hacking. You know, you got Chinese in Thailand, you got Chinese in the Philippines that are running illegal networks and different things that they're doing through their little makeshift businesses they have here. There's always somebody getting arrested in the Philippines for something crazy. And it's usually a foreign national, like, you know, Chinese.
Chinese people everywhere, to be honest here.
Hell yeah. You know how poverty torn China is right now? That's why when everybody brings up BRICS and they were running that shit down, well, BRICS is coming, they're going to tear it up. Man, BRICS ain't going to do shit.
I haven't been to a country yet. We haven't got Chinese people or a Chinatown.
Yeah, Chinese people all over the world. Definitely.
I'm sure Colombia probably got their own little Chinatown somewhere.
Oh, they do. I mean, Brazil does, especially. You know,
Colombia, y'all got what? Chinatown.
Colombia got their own group of Muslims. Why you bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah. To Allah, nigga, you wasn't knowing. You wasn't knowing.
Yeah, hey, JM, if you're trying to connect to the free Wi-Fi in certain airports, you got to make sure that shit is secure. You know, some airports are cool, but again, you have hackers inside of the airport just sitting there waiting to pick up signals. They'll do Bluetooth signals first to pick up your stuff where it's not that guarded, and people will start hacking on your stuff while you're sitting in the airport if you're close enough to them. They call them signal trappers. Damn. You ever go in the airport and go Bluetooth all of a sudden and you see everybody's Bluetooth that's sitting there active?
Mm-hmm. That's all it takes too.
Yep.
I don't even fuck around like that in the airport, but you're right though.
You think
especially if you got your banking information on your phone and you're sitting there accessing your banking information and they're ghosting your Bluetooth signal.
Wow.
Like, bro, you think that, but then you got your AirPods in, you got all this shit connected, so your Bluetooth open right then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wow, that's important.
And there's always that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as a password, or something stupid basic that they can just go through their 20 list of basic ass passwords and log into your shit.
But just like you said, it don't take but one time.
Nope. What up, HB Gone Global? That's another brother. Man, come on up here. Talking about travel techniques and tactics and
talk his shit. He gonna bring the one dude up here that like to antagonize him. What's bro name?
Oh, Peso man.
Yeah, Peso love that.
Peso man out of my room. I don't deal with Peso, bro. Peso's done. I mean, there's several people on my list that I don't even want to mess with anymore. I literally that whole live that you sat there and saw me on, I cut that down to 22 minutes.
He took them out.
I took all of that crap out, bro. I monetized them. You know what I'm saying? I can't have all that random ass drama shit on my channel. You know what I mean?
I just couldn't get, I don't know which live in particular it was, but it was one I watched. And he was like, well, if you buy tickets to go somewhere else, then you're essentially paying for sex. And to that, so if you put gas in your car, you're paying for sex. Like if you put gas in your car to go pick up your girl, you're paying for sex.
Like here's the thing. With all that being said and done, the word hypergamy will always come up.
This is true.
A woman is always looking for a man that's above her to provide and protect for her. 100%. And if you can't demonstrate that, why would she be with you?
Talk to him.
Hold on, we got somebody in the back room.
Probably HB.
Oh, HB Gone Global out there swerving the whip.
Up. He need them goddamn hours. What's up,
nigga? All in the dark and shit.
Well, yeah, you up there trying to drive and clocking hours, bro. What you doing?
United States Marine Corps Commander.
All right, sir. What's going on?
Now I'm driving, man. I'm about to take my daughter to the little jumping park.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Corey Mitchell. I mean, yeah, passport.
Yeah, man. Hey, soon as I get the watch hours up, man.
That's our blueprint.
Hey, can y'all hear me?
Okay.
Yeah, we can hear you, yelling ass motherfucker. Yes, we can hear you.
Oh shit! Man, I just mix my damn term, messing around with y'all.
You missed your turn.
You're right.
Hey, yeah, man. So, soon as I get my watch hours, man, I'm cutting all that bull crap content. I'm getting rid of all that shit on my channel now.
Exactly. So now I'm starting to trim certain things that I don't want being said on my channel and all that. That gets trimmed up. Before I mean,
Peso never pull up on my channel anyway, so I don't have nothing to trim out. I'm just getting rid of all that stuff, that live stuff anyway. I'm just keeping my channel.
You got all kind of haters that follow you, HB.
Yeah, I know, man.
The haters, bro. I don't know what it is about HB, bro. They just do not like. As soon as he get on
that kind of energy, bro.
Hey, those dudes they be watching my content. You know what I'm saying? But they know that because they know what be going on with me and shit. And then, you know, they'll sit there and say some hater shit and be like, "Oh, we don't watch your." I said, "Nobody watch your content anyway." But at the same time, you know what the hell is going on with me and shit.
Right.
So these niggas hella weird, man. All these niggas weird as hell, man.
Bro, welcome to the internet.
Bro.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Internet.
So, What's
Style
going on,
King.
Passport Blueprint? This is another guy right here. He's Army, but he's done a lot of stuff low key and in country, and he knows all about security and different types of things. What's going on, Passport Blueprint?
There you go.
Hello.
What it do?
Ain't nothing in Barracuda right now. Boots
Hey
on the
man,
ground.
Hey, you
check
got
your,
any
check
little
your
tricks?
Instagram.
What's up, Anthony?
Hey, how you doing? What's up, Ronan? How y'all doing tonight?
All right. Well, you the brother earlier that was getting into it with CC?
Yeah, you're a sucker, man.
That's
Dude,
crazy, man.
You
Stone
snapped on
Cold,
you snapped on Casanova on the live.
man, Stone Cold Con
No,
artist, man.
Casanova was sitting there like running out of breath, trying to stone cold his ass for some reason. I don't even know what that was about.
Now it was another brother he got into it with, not just interceding, you know what I'm saying? Jumped in on that.
Yeah, it was Wessner
Yeah,
or Poppy Rico.
yeah,
But
yeah.
man, that's another guy.
So what
man.
happened? What he was talking about?
Man, I ain't going through it. You gotta go back and play it back. I ain't gonna
Basically,
do that.
it's two
I
tricks
ain't giving
arguing.
that
That's
shit
all
no
it is.
energy. I ain't gonna give it that energy. I don't know if y'all heard the story of the donkey and the tiger, but that's what that was.
Yeah, basically.
So wait a minute. Honey Pack is our resident expert on this traveling. Especially, he gave us a lot of good pointers about Ecuador. Me in particular.
Who was Honey Pack?
Ecuador. Honey Pack. That's Anthony. That's keep Ecuador
Oh, okay,
passport
okay.
bro free. He changed his name up periodically.
Yeah, I like a little bit. What's up? What's up, HB? How y'all doing, man? What's up, Magic? You good, man?
Hey, what's
Man,
good?
I just touched down today. I'm out here sweating like you said I would.
I told you it's gonna be hot as hell out there, man. It's hot.
Hot don't describe it. Hot is
Yeah.
something else.
It's 3 showers a day, baby. That's what I call it when I'm out there.
I'm
You
finna
taking
take
3
one right
showers.
now for old girl.
Yeah.
I was out there.
Hey.
I went to the store real quick, came back, dripping.
Yeah.
Drenched.
Shaq.
I told you, yeah, it's like that out there. No matter what time of the year. How far are you from the casino?
What's going on, my brother? Black Man Travels. We on an open panel. They're looking for insight on travel, pros and cons. You another brother that can always pull up and give information. So, go ahead.
It's a casino in an area called Rio Mar. It's not that far from you. Just Google it.
Hold on. You said what it's called now?
It's a casino. Just pull up casino close to me, and it's the only casino in that area, so it'll pop up.
Wait a minute, Honey Pack. So there's a casino right there by me and Loretta's.
Yeah.
I'd never go to the casinos in them type
No.
of countries.
No. You good over here. This is a nice area. It's about 30 bars in there. That's why I told them to go over there and check it out.
Oh.
It's a bunch of bars and restaurants right there. That whole area is full of bars and restaurants.
Okay.
So it's not none of that other stuff going on. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, not there.
Hey, Anthony, I'm just going to call you Anthony or Tony. Which way you want it, brother?
Either one, brother. It's all good. Either one.
Okay, I just can't call no grown man Honey Pack, bro.
No.
Supposed to call a grown man saying delicious and shit. You know?
Yeah. It's one of them. Hey, I understand. Believe me, it's all good.
Right.
When you take off, Ronan? When you taking off?
Man, 2025, I'm 100% full time in the Philippines. So I'm
Okay,
moving. I'm getting everything prepped and ready to go as far as packing up my house. My initial plan was to bring her back, but she's in such a traditional family in the background that she's in. It wouldn't have even been right for me to do that.
Nah, you're doing the right thing. It's better over there anyway.
Right.
You'd be better off over there.
Well, I wouldn't have renewed my lease had I been thinking.
Yeah.
I renewed my lease in May. Had I not done that, I would have already been there.
It's understandable. Yeah, it happens.
But I'm still going to cut that lease early. It's supposed to go until April, but I'm thinking maybe January, February, I'm going to go ahead and bounce off the lease and go ahead and have everything packed up and ready to go into storage. Because once you spend, I think, 3 months there, you can start applying for your SRV, which is a very nominal fee for veterans to get that permanent resident visa. And then they give you up to $7,000 once you have that visa for exporting goods from the United States without any extra taxes or whatever on it. So I'll downsize whatever here in this house, and then I'll debate on whether I'm going to ship stuff over there. I'm going to spend about 3-4 years there, and then we'll come back and buy land here in Texas.
Oh, okay, good.
Because there's a lot of advantages to doing that too.
Okay, you in Texas too?
There's no state tax here,
Yeah.
especially there's property tax for disabled veterans at 100%, service
Yeah.
connected.
A
There's
bunch
a
of my
lot of
coworkers are
huge
getting that.
advantages. Yeah.
I
And
work
they're
for
telling like
I work for the
3
government
acres,
also.
3 acres here in some places are like 80 to 100K.
Where you at? Houston, Dallas?
I'm in North Houston.
Oh, okay,
By the
cool.
Woodlands. Yeah, by the Woodlands.
I'm right down the road in Austin, but I grew up in that area in Houston.
Okay. Yeah, you got a Fearless podcast. He's in Dallas.
Yeah. So we all Texas. We all Texas.
Representing in the we got Texas.
We all.
Yeah. What's up, my boy? Black Man Travels.
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey,
welcome.
What's going
we're
on?
just chopping up pros and cons of international travel techniques, little gadgets, little things, tricks of the trade. Sorry.
Oh,
like
yeah?
little
Okay.
routers and stuff like that with VPNs attached to it.
Ah, damn.
You
I kind of put all my things away. So
yeah, I know. I had to get up and get that.
one thing I must recommend that everyone must have is a portable carbon monoxide
detector. Yes.
Yeah, you guys need to have that. You just never know. A few people have died overseas. Most Airbnb's facilities do not offer a carbon monoxide detector, so I always bring my own, and it's a must-have. So something to consider as part of your tech bag. Get a portable carbon monoxide detector so you could actually make sure that when you go to sleep, you wake up.
Yeah.
Bro, that was a gem. I never thought of that.
Hey, you know what? I supposed to got one of those years ago, and I keep forgetting. I don't even think about it. But I'm gonna go ahead and add it to my Amazon wish list right now.
But that was a good one.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of people dying over the last 3 years, especially. I've noticed.
Yeah,
it's been an uptick in people dying from carbon monoxide poisoning.
Right. And if you look at Airbnb, a lot of them already have it as a listing, but most of the guys
most Airbnbs overseas do not have them.
Yeah,
and
I'm saying it's on the listing, but they don't have them.
Yeah, they'll have it in the description. They'll have it. Yeah. We don't have what they don't
say no. Yeah, it'll say no on it.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's like a must-have. Something to consider. And again, you could go to Amazon, purchase one of those portable carbon monoxide gas detectors. And again, it's a carry-on that I always have, and you could just plug it, charge it for a day, and it's good for like the next 3 or 4 days. So once you set it up on your dresser or whatever, you're good to go.
Yeah. Hey, Passport Blueprint, man, this is like double Dutch, man. You just got to get in when you get in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, my bad. Let Passport Blueprint talk, y'all.
I'm just listening to everybody. One thing I like to carry is a portable chargeable backpack that you can charge with the sun.
Yeah, the power packs.
Power packs. That's one of my favorites. I have one that has a flashlight attached to it, just in case for some reason, because some of these places the power goes out. I'll have one that I can charge up and I can charge my utilities with. Because it all depends on where you're at. Some places, like this? Yeah, I have that. Actually, I carry about 3 of them. One is just like that, and one's just a regular pack charger. I charge them up at home, keep them in my bag, and just before I go on my vacation, I make sure everything's charged up, and then throw it in my bag.
You got one of those backpack that has a cord to it, so you can just plug
exactly.
in.
Because I don't plug up at some of these airports because of malware.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have that, and I'll just keep it. I keep it charged up for my phone through my backpack, so that way I don't have to deal with potential malware.
Power packs is another one.
So just a
how are you guys doing as far as your plugs? Are you guys paying attention to international plugs and different plugs that you're required? Do y'all have a pack of those, or do you just buy them when you get in country?
Yeah, I have a universal plug where it covers 4 continents. So I also always store it in my bag. And the thing is, it's definitely adjustable, so I can just change the clips. But I have one for Africa, of course, South America, Asia. It's good to have, but one thing I've noticed, most countries do have the standard plug. So, but it's always good to have that universal outlet plug. So just in case if you do need it, you
standard what type of plug? Like a US 115 volt plug?
Yeah,
or they do.
The standard US volt. Most companies have that. But I still get that universal plug just in case I need it.
Yeah, that was one of the concerns I had with shipping stuff overseas to the Philippines is the plug systems and whether I wanted to, because I think Philippines has a 220 volt situation there. So you want to take 150 volt and do an inverter
or 6,500.
You know what I mean?
What is that?
Yeah,
I don't know,
yeah, it's a
something like
restaurant on
that.
the strip with Chris Jet. You know why? We know why brothers go. We know why brothers go to Mass. Bro. They don't go for the food.
Wait, what?
I mean, not to say that they don't have bad food there, because I had some food there.
Hey, Passport Blueprint, you unmuted, brother.
It was hitting.
I don't know if you know that.
Didn't know that.
I was like, what is going on?
He was having the whole conversation, bro. I was like, wait a minute, what is that going on over there? Okay.
Okay, but yeah, that's a really important thing that Black Man Travel said, that those power inverter boxes. Because when I went to Brazil, I didn't even think about the power thing, and everything was going dead. I had everything going dead, and I had to go out the next day and buy all these new adapters, and those adapters are terrible. So definitely take that advice. That's really good advice.
I keep about 3 or 4 in my bag when I go travel, the international adapters and stuff.
Yeah,
because I have my laptop, I have the phones, and it all depends on what type of adapter you have. If you have the one that has multi outlets, that's great. You don't have to carry as much, but generally I have the little smaller ones. So some will have
started
the
seeing
plug.
these new packs where you can have multiple different plugins for one thing.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm gonna have to get one of those. I haven't had a problem in most of the South American countries. Only Brazil was the only problem I really had. But like he said, if you go to Africa and different continents, you definitely
certain parts of Europe as well, you'll have to use that plug. So it's good to have.
Yeah, not to mention like Brazil's their infrastructure is not the best, to be honest with you. I also keep a portable like router Wi-Fi device just in case the internet fails. I can jump on it. I usually charge it up with like $100 worth.
Oh, that's the internet. That's an internet provider as well. So it's like
No. This is your own Wi-Fi network. So you're still going to jump off of your phone with it. So you can connect your phone to it and use the internet off of your phone, even if the power goes down in the hotel or whatever. And then you have a battery unit powering the router.
No, this one I have it's a service that I subscribe to.
Okay.
Or I'll get a service from it. I have the little box for it, and I'll pay for the service, and it'll give me X amount of gigabytes for X amount of days that I'm in the country. And I keep that with me just in case Wi-Fi goes.
Is that the personal private network? Because I've looked at those devices too. Is there something similar to that?
Yeah, I usually keep that just in case. Because like I said, with some of these countries, the Wi-Fi is bad. Because I know, think Thailand Wi-Fi or Philippines Wi-Fi is
Philippines is, that's the one.
Oh yes, the Philippines. Okay. So if I'm doing any
terrible, especially out in the sticks.
Yeah, if I'm doing any content creation, other than doing live, it'd be great to upload the stuff, do your stuff, and put it out there. No problem. So I get that.
All right, salute the Magic one more time. Touching down in Barranquilla today, about to show us how
he already have a date. Yeah, he got a date set up already. That's why he had to get off.
Yeah. My dog got to show us how to do it.
We're gonna have fun out there.
Did you give him some tips already? You gave him some tips already.
Yeah, I sent him a bunch. I sent him a bunch of stuff to his Instagram. Okay. A lot of stuff, so he'll be fine.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what this is about, man. Being able to spread messages and help brothers out without all that extra capping and that bullshit, man, that we don't need, man. We try to hold each other. I did a live stream the other day about crabs in a barrel. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's so much of that. Go ahead.
No, this is what traveling should be about. I've learned so much, especially, I've looked a lot at Black Man Travel's webpage, and I've learned a lot. And this is what it is. It's information sharing, because you don't want to get screwed up, especially when you go into certain countries where you have, a level of danger. and you want to avoid some of those pitfalls. So, if you have people that already been there, maybe they can give you some advice to avoid these pitfalls or where to stay and stuff like that. But right now, it seems like the conversation is all about women, and you got to just, it's not safe.
And that's the worst part about this. And I've said this plenty of time about this travel space, especially particularly in the black male travel space. There's really no real information being shared. It's all about women. And it's like guys forget that there's other things that needs to go into consideration before you even taking that trip. Yeah. But people don't talk about that. So it's what it is, man.
The thing is, they don't follow the people talking about that. There's a lot of couples that I follow that give great information. A lot of couples, and as well as there's a dude called Slide's Life. He's one of the best YouTubers that gives great info, but people don't follow him or talk about him. I follow all of you guys as well. Y'all give great information, but I just think it's the content that a lot of black men choose to follow. Yeah. Because it's good content out there.
I have to add to that, there's a lot of YouTubers, even when I was talking with Black Man Travels about certain places, and I said, man, I follow a lot of fucking white guys.
I do too. A lot of couples.
A lot of white content providers are giving the actual greatest information, and they're great content providers. And, I'd like to be able to do something similar for our community, but, a lot of the white guys are actually putting out great content, like Patty Doyle is a guy that goes around all through like Asia and places like that. And I watch a lot of his content,
Same here, man. It's like for me, like every continent that I've been to, the information I got my content from was from white travelers, particularly white women. Mm-hmm. It's sad. I cannot identify one black content creator that kind of give real information about where to go, what to do. Now, besides Bubble World TV, I don't think there's anyone else that does that. Ace Live and Second Effect, their content is a little bit different.
Yeah.
But in regards to like information, I don't get that from black content creators. I get it from white content creators.
I mean, that's kind of what y'all talking about on a different live stream. Like, we popularized the guys that aren't giving us information, though. That I unsubscribe from a lot of content creators because they only focus on the chicas. But then, like, even when I got to Ecuador and I was getting new subscribers, like, that's the only thing that they focused on asking me about the chicas. Show the chicas. Oh, you ain't got no chicas on the live. This is boring. And I'm trying to tell them about the country. But they don't want to hear it, a lot of them. But I'm not gonna change my content for that. You know what I mean? Like, a lot
I ain't trying to hear that. That's the thing. Like when I the first time I went to Peru back in 2017, there were no black dudes going down to Peru in 2017. When I went to Ecuador, nobody didn't go to Ecuador. I mean, so for me, a lot of my content I got it from other YouTubers, and I was able to go to Ecuador, Guayaquil. I was able to go to Montenetti and really explore the country for what it is. Same as Peru. Went to Lima, had a great time, but it was no black content creators. And that's why, like, when I see when I see guys going out there now, I'm like, yeah, but you're still not giving that right information though.
Yes, Average Man Unplugged. He's always thinking and giving me props because he's like, I've saved so much money looking at my stuff, looking at my channel, because I tell people how to travel for cheap. Not that Spirit Airlines stuff, but how you can search for lower airfares. And I've learned that from white YouTubers. And I bring that stuff over here, and it seems like I don't get the subscription rates like everybody else, because everybody wants to be around drama and the women and the chicas and all this other stuff, because now these channels are the new OnlyFans. It appears. It's the new free OnlyFans, but you go and you spend and waste all this money to go.
I'm gonna say this. Sorry to say this, man. Again, I'm not putting no one on blast, but Cali, who's giving information about Cali right now? Nobody. There's dudes that live there. I'm not learning a goddamn thing about Cali. So guess what? Lucky for me, I've been traveling to Cali since 2015, and I just went there recently in August. Again, information. Where I'm getting information about Cali, I'm not getting from no black content creators at all. No content creators, even the ones that live there. So for me, I had to learn everything on my own, research, planning, and go from there.
But guess what, Black Man Travels? It's a lot of good white content creators putting out info about Cali.
Yeah. Trust me, I'm getting so much information again from the white content creators, but I'm talking about This whole passport bros, the ones that claim it, the ones that stand by it. Okay, you guys live in these countries. Why are you not providing real information about these places?
They can tell you where the brothels at, I bet.
No, they can't even tell you that because they don't even go to those.
They can tell you where that's at.
Good to find those rancher ass chicks off the damn street. You ain't even going to a brothel where they're safer.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. And some of those cities are beautiful cities. They're good places to retire, but you don't see people talking about it.
But wait a minute. Let's not. I don't wanna give all the credence to the audience, because I mean it's a lot of people on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be people that's gonna pressure you to do different things and show different things. But just like how Razor did, people was in his chat trying to pressure him to show chicas and do this kind of stuff. But you got to be a man though and stand for what you stand for. So that's kind of my thing. Like I don't have to have 1 million subscribers. If I got 10 people watching my live, I don't need 2,000 people watching my live. It'd be nice, and it's nice to get super chats and all that. But I've been on this planet for 40 years without getting super chats, and I'm doing pretty well. So like that's not the end all to be all, guys.
But it's just kind of sad. The ones that are getting the views or whatever, they're giving misinformation. For instance, you had what's that dude? He so-called got drugged in Cali, Colombia. That was all a lie, and I called him out on it. I forgot his name.
I remember that guy's name. I know who you're
talking about. The black dude. That dude used to hang out with Austin.
Oh, Floyd?
Floyd, yeah. And
he got
he
drugged?
So-called almost got drugged, and he ran from the restaurant and everything else. I'm like, that's bullshit. Because again, it was a hot topic. Everyone was jumping on. But I'm like, yo, stop giving misinformation, man. It's not really like that. But it's up to everybody to to do their own research, and that's why when people always hit me up, hey, I'm thinking about going to this place, the first thing that I always ask them, have you done your research? No. All right, get back to me. I can't, the thing is, you'll never have the experience that I have in these countries unless you do your research.
And then, like you say, it's free information. Everything's on the internet now. So
hell, ChatGPT will do a whole itinerary for you, give you research information that you can go and dig up, look at, see the areas you're going to go to. All you have to do is ask it.
Exactly. It's all free info. They just don't want, motherfuckers are just lazy. That's what it comes down to. The average new traveler is just lazy. The information's out there.
Man, I just had a guy hit me up last night. He bought a ticket to Cartagena. He doesn't know where to go. And he's leaving on Monday. I'm like, bro, have you considered, he has not booked this place. He doesn't know what to do, and he's leaving on Monday. Again, I could have easily said, pay for consultation. I didn't. It's like, you know what, hey, look into these following areas, hit my boy for tour services, and get back to me.
That's it.
I can't plan out your trip. If I'm going to plan out your trip, then I need to be compensated for that.
That trip should have been planned like at least minimum 2 months out before you leave.
Yeah, dudes don't do that, man, and it's just kind of sad.
Because
it goes back to
those tickets.
My thing is, how do you even know what airport to fly into if you haven't done pre-research on where you're going?
I have guys hit me up. They literally got broke in 2 days after arriving in a particular country because they were overzealous, they overspent. And now they're broke, and they got 4 days remaining to their trip. And I'm like, yo, call your mother, your sister, your cousins, your father, whatever, and ask them to cash app you some money because I'm not giving you any money. But that's a common thing.
What? I'm just like, what are you spending your money on? How is it going that fast?
You'd be amazed the DMs that I get from brothers, like just poor planning, poor execution while overseas, getting arrested. Like, Lord. Yeah. So a lot of stuff that I don't share openly, but I do try to help the brothers out. But sometimes I tell them like, listen, man, you need to do your research. You can't just pull up anywhere and think that you're gonna have the same grant of a time like I have if you didn't do your research.
True. Right. That's true.
They didn't even have a credit card, with a.
You'd be amazed. No credit card. They only brought $300 cash with them. For 5-day trip.
God.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah. He said, wait, what? What?
I'm not lying. Guys will bring $300, no debit card, no credit card, for a 5-day trip, and they think that $300 is more than enough.
And then he probably exchanged his money in the airport and got hit in the head on that.
Bingo.
Now you're down to 240.
Or they're overspending their money on hookers.
Yeah, that's another problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's the main problem.
Yeah, what?
Because
I
the
don't
thing
even
is,
be buying. I
everybody
don't even be buying them goods, and I still spend I spend some money. I run through money, man.
because
I don't know.
we filled this concept about the US dollar stretches far in these countries, but we don't realize there's taxes and there's other fees that go along with it that's not in this computation when we put these numbers out, and everybody think, oh, that's all we need. Like, I will tell you, my trip to Jordan, I can tell you I spent a little over $1,000 just for that, just on spending. If you don't have a credit card or some type of funds where you can reach into to spend for for a week, you don't need to be traveling. You really don't.
They made me use my credit card just to book the flight, though. You gotta have a credit card to book the flights.
Right. So while we're on the topic of credit cards, I've heard of Wise cards and all these other cards. What cards you guys advise people to look into, get while you're traveling?
I use Chase Sapphire because they're also connected with Chase Travel. So when I do my Google search and I find an airfare, don't book through Google. I'll book it through Chase. And if I already got reward points already built up, it drops the price even further.
Yep.
That's how you get cheap airfares. But again, these are people that don't go on my channel and look at this up because it's posted on there.
Yeah, I'm with Chase too, so I do the same thing. But I would just tell fellas, try to find a card that you can get points off of. That's what it's all about if you're going to be traveling, especially if you travel as much as some of us do. I mean, most of us out of the country every other month, every 6 weeks. Some of you guys leave the country, y'all stay gone for 4 or 5 months out of the year. So just try to find a card. Yeah, try to find a card that you qualify where you can get the travel points for. And that's the main thing, because everybody's credit score is going to dictate what you can get.
I talked to a chick in Brazil. She from Cali. She said she had never paid for a flight. She be bringing dogs and all kind of stuff with her. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Points.
Guy in our chat that says Unfriendly Stoic says he uses Wise because I heard they have instant exchange rates on their card. So depending on what country you're in, it automatically switches over to that exchange rate for that.
Oh, that's nice.
For that monetary fund. So
That's
that's why I started looking into those. But I was curious on what you guys use. I know, I think Black Man Travels, don't you use like the investment company? What was it? Does a credit
Charles Schwab.
Charles Schwab. That's another one.
Yeah, that's real good.
Yeah, because with Charles Schwab, you don't pay foreign fees.
Yeah.
You get reimbursed for it. You get reimbursed.
Navy Fed does that too, but you got to be a prior military or know a military family member to get in the Navy Fed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they used to be. I don't know if they changed the rules or not.
Well, yeah, that's good. That's good info.
Because I know the Philippines has a Navy Federal Credit Union right there in Manila because of the military bases that were there. So I'm happy to know that my bank is actually there in that country.
So wait, Black Man Travels, you've been to Cali. I know you've been to Cali. I've seen that on your channel. But how many times have you been to Colombia?
Shit. He already got to stop and start looking up in his head, so you already know he's been a lot of
times. Well, I mean, my very first
trip.
That's a
digit number.
My very first trip was 2015.
Okay.
I did a 3-city tour. I did Medellin, Cali, and Cartagena. That's in 2015. Then I went back. I've been to Barranquilla. I've been to Bogota. I've been to Medellin several times. I've been to Cali several times. I've been to Cartagena several times. And I took my girl to Medellin. We did a glamping experience trip out in Guatapé. We spent 3 days in Guatapé. And yeah, so it's a lot of time, man. So, and just recently with the Cali Afro-Colombian Festival, I may probably make that as an annual trip moving forward where I could just host an event out there.
Yeah, I was
out. I never been robbed, never been drugged, never been scammed, never had any issues, man. Never.
Yeah, that's festival. That was the same week when we were in Guayaquil, style. That's the same.
Yeah,
The same
and
week.
I met a guy that was on the way there when I
Yeah.
was in Miami.
Yeah, I thought
Yes.
about shooting over there too, but I'm gonna go next year. Check it out.
Yeah, so I'll be out there, and I got some good footage, some good content out there. I always share it on the stream.
Yeah.
But besides that, I highly recommend, if anyone never been to Cali, definitely I recommend that you go there during that particular weekend because there's so much to do during that weekend. Because Cali is a very slow city and it's not tourist friendly, so don't expect to go there and be like Medellin or Cartagena. It's not that.
That's my
And
favorite though.
it's very spread out.
I didn't really like Medellin too much just because I love to be in the culture. You know what I mean? I want to learn about the culture when it's too many tourists, and the part of Medellin I was in was heavy with tourists. It was good to get up with some of the guys though, like some of the older expat guys, military guys. It was good to talk to them and all that stuff and hang out.
I mean, hey Roland, you mind if I share a couple of clips from the Cali trip?
Hey, this is Style Kings, man. I'm riding his coattails, bro.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Style King, you don't mind just to show your audience?
Nah, man, shit, do your thing. Let me see what you got going on. I was just asking you about Colombia, so let's do it. Salute to at your wife's house all day out there in Jomtien. I'm definitely thinking about going to Asia. Hey,
Jomtien's a nice area. I like that new developed area there.
My boy Honeypack, you been to Asia?
Japan's the only country I've been to.
Which one? Which island? Where were you at?
Osaka and then Tokyo.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've never been to the Philippines. No, but I work for the government.
Okay.
Yeah. But not about 98% of the guys I work with are all vets. So I've heard the stories, you know. I've heard all the
that's why I'm
stories.
saying Osaka is not a normal place somebody would actually bring up.
Oh,
right
no.
off the bat.
I went. I have some.
Kind of a dead giveaway. You know what I'm saying?
One of my coworkers, he's in the process of purchasing a house out there. He's about to retire. So, yeah, a lot of guys are shooting that way. A lot of military guys that I know.
Oh yeah.
Or they're shooting out to Japan to retire because of the housing crisis that they're having out there.
Oh yeah, they're
So at your
houses away.
At your wife's house out there, you live in Thailand, or are you out there? Because I see you in the chats, I just don't know too much about you. But I definitely hit you up though.
He's been out there consistently for a while now.
Hey, Style King, my stuff's in the bag. You gotta accept it.
Hold on. Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, Japan's nice. I had a good time. Oh yeah, okay.
I like the afros. I like the natural hair, man. Y'all getting me with that already.
We had a photo shoot out there. Cali has one of the largest black population in Colombia. People don't know that. And
congratulations at your house.
They was telling me to go to Choco when I was in Medellin.
Yeah, Choco, is another region that's more north, but south is Cali. Then there's Buenaventura. It's another black city. And again, just a lot of black people out there, man. Dark skin to mulatto to mixing. So it's all types, man. You can really have a great time out there. So it's just,
Oh, somebody got a super chat.
Yeah, super chat from Kings and Dreams. Appreciate the $2 super chat, my brother. He says, "My guys, much love and salute." Yeah, wasn't Kings of Dreams out there with y'all on this one?
Yeah, he was out there.
Yeah,
there was a lot of people out there during that
we
weekend.
showing some highlights of your trip.
Wait,
there,
she doing his hair? Is she doing his hair?
Yeah, that's my boy right there.
Know chicks love doing other brothers' hair, especially when you got.
Man, I was missing that.
The link's at the top of the chat.
I was missing that. I'm telling you, I was missing that so bad. I needed my shit twisted.
Oh, you didn't go?
She said that she couldn't do it until like 2 days before I had to leave, so I ain't see the point.
Yeah, I got you.
It's a long waiting list, and they ain't got but a couple people that do hair out. But in Ecuador, I couldn't find anybody.
No,
I was just coming at your wife's house all day, man. If I was going to retire in Thailand, Jomtien Beach, down a little bit further away from Pattaya, would be definitely one of the areas I would look at.
Yeah, he said he living there, so you're gonna be where you want to be.
Yeah, he said you're a resident. Yeah, that's good.
Shit, ain't it hard to get a residency in Thailand?
Yeah, you paying some money. It ain't cheap. Not like the Philippines. Yeah.
I was also looking at a lot of the laws in Ecuador versus Colombia because you guys know I'm trying to move. I'm trying to expat it up myself. So
this is a Cali that you don't see. I mean, most people don't see this too often.
I never seen so many beautiful curly natural hair women popping it, except for when I was in Salvador. But they don't like black men too much.
Was Salvador, Brazil?
Yeah, for
sure.
sure.
I had a great time in Salvador, Brazil, man. Man.
Obviously, we definitely had opposite experience. When did you go?
I went back in 2018, man. So,
I went in 2024, 23. It might have been 23.
But
I had a great time, man. They embraced the brother out there. I got some other stuff. I got a lot of stuff.
I don't know. We got two different looks too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of got the street nigga look on me.
He said the street ninja look.
Yeah,
I get a lot of that. You know what I'm saying?
Everyone's experience will not be the same. That's just the way it goes, no matter where you go in the world. Everyone's experience will be different.
Like my man Honeypack, like my boy Honeypack, he, you know what I'm saying? He look a little more clean cut with the collar shirts and stuff too, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna have a different experience sometimes, you know what I mean? Like,
well, I mean, for me, when I went to Bahia, Salvador, I was out there for 2 weeks, man, and I had a great opportunity to really go out there to the favelas. I was invited up there and had a great time. Then from there, we went to Rio, had a great time in Rio, then went to Sao Paulo, great time in Sao Paulo. So, and I've been to Brazil several times. But yeah, but Brazil does.
That's what I went because I saw a lot of people having good experiences. I knew it was gonna be like a lot of black people. That's what I was going for because I live in Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta, so I love the black people. I love that melanin and all that, but it was not.
I'll tell you this: Brazil does has that racial class. You know what I mean? They do perceive black people more at the bottom. Of course, the white Brazilians are considered up top. It just now the black Brazilians now starting to have self-esteem and more confident about themselves. But before it wasn't like that, man. It's like they kind of prefer to date someone outside their race because they kind of give them status. So there is classism, colorism, and racism in Brazil. Any dude that says that shit does not exist is bullshitting because it's there.
I agree. That's why I say, like, I'm not even saying that I had a bad time because the white girls, like I met a lot of white girls from Argentina that was definitely kicking it with me and loved it. So I had a good time, but I didn't go there to meet white girls from Argentina. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of, that was the thing that kind of blew me about it. I was there for a month.
Hey, when things happen organically, it's not planned, man. It just happens.
Yeah, it's just the way it happens. That's the best, and that's the best way for it to happen. It's the best way.
So they don't owe me nothing, but at the same time, it's just like, damn, if you're a black man, you come to Atlanta, you ain't gonna come here looking for the Blancos. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna want to be with your people.
Hey, Stocking, can you add the other my page up again? I want to show you guys something. Is it up?
There we go.
All right, cool. Yeah. So again, these are the models that we hired. We wanted to get a different look, so we got girls from different sizes, and we wanted to do a photo shoot. So we did a photo shoot, and afterwards we all went out and did the festival. This was for 4 days, 4 days out there, and we actually rent out the villa. It's not a villa; it's like a house, but it had like 5 rooms, and with a private pool. So afterwards, late at night, they all came back and chilled with us.
Shit, it's villa-like.
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, it is. It is. I think at one point we threw a pool party at night. We had 12. It was 4 of us and 12 ladies there.
Ooh.
Yeah, and it was like 3, 4 in the morning.
Marcus there doing his work.
Yeah, I like those numbers.
Like, yo.
Yeah, the brother right there, he having a good time.
So yeah, because this girl, she's a college student. She's starting to become a nurse, a sophomore, and yeah, man, smart, man. Again, you don't have to go to these countries and deal with pros. There's a lot of good people out there. You just gotta, expand your circle. And I think a lot of guys are just too lazy to do that.
Yeah, that's what I tell Style all the time. When anybody, I say, man, look, I'm bougie. I'm going to the nicest part of the wherever.
Me too. I'm
I'm
bougie
going to the
traveler,
bougie.
man.
I'm going to the jazz clubs. I'm going to the cocktail bars because that's where you're gonna meet people that got a little money to spend and good educated people. You know. So that's where I place myself, and usually I come out, up on the upper hand.
And you
Well, I
definitely
usually
do.
say
You
anybody
do.
in their 40s or 50s and they hanging out in the clubs, man, they got a little bit of a problem, bro. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
there's too many places.
Hey,
You're not
bro,
Muslim.
Anthony, I'm a bougie ass traveler. I'm sorry.
I'm the same way, brother.
I'm doing the rooftop part, the rooftop lounges. I'm doing the restaurants. You got to dress up. You got to come correct. That's my scene. That's my scene, man. Any country I go to, the first thing I look up for is like the rooftops.
Yeah,
I find the rooftops, the cigar lounges. That's where I'm spending my money at. I don't need to be around the common folks.
Nah,
my bad. It's just like, nah, I'm
not
good.
going nowhere. Like you say, the common folk or the teeny boppers. I don't want to be around none of that. Somewhere with that 30 and older crowd at. That's what I'm trying
And
to
that's why to this day I have not been drugged, robbed, or killed or scammed.
Same way.
There's certain elements of people. There's certain elements of people that you need to stay away from. And I think a lot of guys don't get it.
Yeah. It make the traveling a whole lot easier if they did. But so some reason dudes want to hang out in those environments, and whatever happens, happens. And you can't control that. It's not your city, not your country. So
right.
That's why I said I end up spending a lot more money because I'm the same way. That's why I make sure I keep going to those restaurants and nice places. I don't want to get sick either. I don't really experiment.
Yeah, same here, man. I don't eat street food, man. I don't trust
food,
it. It's like, nah, I'm good. Like,
sometimes you got to question where that street food is coming to.
The only country I eat street food in is Mexico. Outside of that, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in Mexico City. I was in Mexico City in April.
Oh yeah,
I love even then I was a little hesitant about the street food, man. I'm like, nah.
Any type of country, I'm not eating the street food. Even in some places in the Philippines, they have a thing called pag. You don't know what pag is? It's basically recycled food from the trash.
That's where they take the chicken and recycle it, ain't it?
Yes.
Out the trash?
Yes.
Yep.
That's gross. That is so gross.
When I was in Thailand, I didn't eat the street food.
They put their hands in the food to cook, and I'm like, yo, man, I'm not with all that.
When I was in Thailand, I didn't eat the street food. When I was in Bangkok, because I went to Chiang Mai, Bangkok, Chiang Rai, then went to Phuket, then Pattaya. I didn't like Pattaya too much, but even then, I never ate at the street food. I went to a restaurant to eat.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, because you know how that go. Once you get hit, I fucked around.
That's it.
Yeah, it's over with for at least 3-4 days.
Yep.
At least 3-4 days, you out of there.
Yeah.
But you know what thing is? I don't know if you guys experience this, but when I travel, I rarely get hungry.
No,
I have to remind myself to eat. Like, yo, you haven't eaten nothing all day. I guess it's the energy and the vibe out there that's like, I don't want to eat.
Are you drinking coconut water?
Are
you drinking any kind of coconut products or eating any kind of coconut products?
No, I'm just saying I noticed that when I'm traveling, my appetite is not there. It's like I have to remind myself to eat something.
Itself in the water has a dietary suppressive. So it's super healthy for you too.
If anything, I drink a lot of water. Like that's something because I'm constantly walking around, so I'm constantly drinking a lot of water. But I'm noticing that a lot of my travelings, I rarely eat. Like I probably have one meal for the entire day.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I think we were just talking about this the other day, Style. I'll drop 10 pounds every time I leave. I leave the country every other month. I'm gone, and I'll drop 10 pounds in 2 weeks. Easy.
But I still eat though.
That's because the food is cleaner. I mean, GMOs and all that other stuff.
Exactly. The food's cleaner. The walking more.
Yeah, because when I went to Jordan, I didn't really do anything except for when I went down to the city of Petra and went down to the ancient city. That was the only activity I did. And when I got back home, I lost like 11 pounds.
That's good.
And that was just like I was eating their food, and their food don't have all these chemicals and stuff that the food in the United States have.
True. That's true. Walking more, like you say, you're drinking more water, you're eating cleaner food, that weight falls off.
You're definitely drinking more water depending on the climate you're in.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
You just can't help but consume water.
Yeah, even when I lived in Israel,
I already know I'm
weight
at least 40 pounds when I get in the country.
Wait, Passport Blueprint, you say you lived in Israel?
Yeah, I lived in Israel for 3 years.
Wow.
That's what I said. He knows how to move. For real.
Know how to move. What boy raised that?
Especially especially when those rockets hit from Hamas. Yeah, I know how to move.
Wow. That's interesting right there. I might have to get you on another show and interview you or something.
Yeah, he
man.
got some stories, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah, it's just the food is just a lot better overseas. I found my weight loss in Israel because of the food. It's a lot more easier. It's a lot more. I mean, I would walk from my dorm all the way down to the beach, and that was like 4 miles one way. You know, that was my basic exercise.
Question to the fellas: do you think is not the food, but the fact that you're more active while you're traveling
That
I think
too.
it's a
versus you
combination
being
of
in the
both.
States?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I noticed that overseas, I average about 25,000 steps a day.
Easy.
Easy,
Yeah.
like easy. I look at my watch, it's like, damn, I'm 30,000 steps in today.
Yeah.
But in the States,
Right.
dude, I clock in 10,000 steps a day.
But let me tell you, even on a cruise, I lost 25 pounds and they had food all damn day.
Yeah.
With
God.
all the buffets and all the different things. I still lost 25 pounds on a fucking cruise.
So
Yeah,
it could be that you're constantly moving
Yes.
and you're not being stationary. Because in the States, it's so easy for us to be stationary in one particular area for a very long time. While you're traveling, you're constantly moving. So
And plus,
that could play a factor.
in our daily routines, there's bored. You get bored sometimes, so you
Correct.
eat. You're bored, you eat, and you're bored again, you eat. That's why so many
Yeah.
people are obese in this country. You're just eating for no reason. There's no reason. There's no reason to be eating 3-4 times a day, especially if you're over the age of 40. I mean, there's no reason to eat that much.
I
But
agree.
even when you overseas, like when I'm in the countries I've been to, it's like they always have more of a balanced meal at the same time. Like if I order fish, it's gonna come a steak, whatever. It's gonna come with a salad, rice. You know
And a
what I
soup.
mean? But
I
here,
think they,
shit, like
you
the
know
food
what?
I just wait. So like the food I just ordered just now, it's fried chicken with bread and French
But
fries. You know what I'm
but
saying?
Style King, you ordered that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
You
like,
gotta take some accountability. You ordered that though.
but I ordered the food overseas too. You see what I'm saying? I ordered the food overseas as well, but it still comes already automatically with those things that are more healthy.
I think one thing we need to do a better job as content creators is really talk about the health issue with a lot of our travelers. Because sad to say, guys, I see a lot of obese men traveling, wobbling through the airport, man, in pain. They breathing hard just walking through the airport. I'm like, damn, you all right, bro? And it's just like we need to talk about that because a lot of us are dying, getting heat strokes, hypertension, heart attack while traveling. So, and that's something I've noticed, especially if you travel out to the DR, to the Costa Rica, to the Colombia, you see them heavy dudes. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah, I like to. My thing is, if I got a layover in Miami Airport, I'll find where that Puerto Plata gate is at, and I like to just walk by there and look. It'd be some crazy looking motherfuckers over there. That Puerto Plata gate, boy, you'll see some wild stuff over there, man.
It's funny. I always fly out of that gate because at the time I was flying a lot to Puerto Plata, so yeah, it'd be a lot of girls there, man. But at the same time, bro, on that flight, it'd be a lot of fat ass dudes.
That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about the women. I was talking about the big dudes. Yeah,
I'm like, damn, man.
Yeah, I was talking about the obese men. I'm not talking about the women.
And guys, do you know the locals talk about you? They're laughing at you while you walking through the airport, man. And because I speak Spanish, so it's like I'm listening. And they're like, damn, how the hell does big man get on the plane? Like, but dudes think because they I have a passport and I got money, and it's gonna be easy. Like, no, bro. Women do find men attractive. If you go out there looking all sloppy, regardless what money you have, you're just gonna have to pay for it. Well, versus you just going out there and finding something else genuine.
Exactly. There's a whole lot easier.
Top dollar. Exactly. Yeah, you can be paying and top dollar at the same time.
Yeah, Skylar just put out a video about these women that were over in Babs partying and stuff, and they were all overweight. And one of the things that the locals were saying is like, these women are that big.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, I think we need to stop being concerned with the women. If you're done with them, you're done with them. Why be concerned what they're doing? It's like, be concerned what you're doing. Be concerned what your circle's doing. And again, when I'm traveling to these countries, I see a lot of us not looking too good. a lot of us walking around with some really poor health issues, from bad skin to like breathing hard. And it's just not a good look, man, because a lot of times guys do die overseas. I've lost a couple of friends who died overseas. So that's something we need to really take in consideration, because we don't talk about that, because we don't want to shame our own people. But at the same time, I think that we need to shame them. Like, listen, brother, it's like, you need to get in shape. Like, if you want to live this traveling, this passport life, you got to come correct with your health, man. You can't be this damn big taking diabetes pills and also taking blue pills.
Oh God.
Yeah, you're gonna have a heart attack doing
That's
that
the
shit.
problem. Yeah.
That's a heart attack waiting to happen. But yeah, I think that'll be a good stream for some of you for you content creators. Talk about health more and health and travel. I think that
even
goes
when
hand
they're
in hand.
overseas, the best thing for them is being overseas, being able to eat healthier food, but making good choices while they're over there, walking every day.
But most
Like you
guys don't
said,
do that,
Anthony,
Roland.
you drop 20 pounds when you go over there. I know I drop weight the minute I leave country.
As soon as I
You
get
know,
on, as soon as I get off the
besides that,
plane, I
but
feel like
yeah,
the weight. I'm like, what? The
you're gonna
fuck?
be
A six
sweating. You
pack?
should be taking at least, and some of you nasty motherfuckers, and some of these countries, man, y'all should be taking showers at least 3 to 4 times a fucking day.
Yeah.
Dude,
And that goddamn
hey guys, do you know how many girls have said that American dudes,
stink,
particularly brothers, stink?
But washed our ass.
Dude, man, look,
I believe it.
I'm just saying this, man. The new age of traveler brothers that's traveling now, you're not well liked. You guys are leaving a lot of damage, and I'm being honest, man.
Oh no, he's not lying. He's not
And
lying.
it's just like they're saying that you guys stink, you're fat, you're cheap, you're rude, like all the negative things that the forefathers that never did. The forefathers made sure they came correct. Now the new age brothers going in, they just fucking up the place.
It's like they in church. Come as you
they
are. Nah,
again,
nigga.
come as you are. Like, nah, nigga, if you about to go to if you about to take a trip, man, listen, if you 3 months away from your trip, though, for the next 3 months, drop down your calorie intake, average about 10,000 steps a day. Give yourself a reason to reward yourself overseas. Like, bust your ass, go to the gym for 3 months, then and take that week off and enjoy yourself. Because the thing is, a lot of brothers they go overseas, they're eating the same greasy food that they eat in the States.
Yeah.
They're not eating healthy food. They're eating the same bad food.
Motherfucker jump eating wings and pizza every night, and you're in a whole different country. And different cities. Like, what's the point? What's that point? Go experience the food in the country. Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get.
Salute to you for putting me on some of that Ecuadorian cuisine.
Yeah, you good. I got you. You already
Very
know.
good.
Yeah.
But
Really
I mean, and that's the thing. I think we need to start shaming guys, man. You can't walk around with wearing socks and sandals with some basketball shorts and fucking Santo Domingo. Come on, dude. You don't just like that out there. You can't walk around with a sweat rag around your neck and breathing hard and thinking that someone's gonna find you attractive. Come on, really?
Should they
Shout out
wait
to Santo Domingo.
all over?
Santo Domingo.
But I'm just saying, like any major city, like
In a major city,
yeah, just be mindful how you carry yourself, man, because people look at that.
I actually had a girl comment to me about my hygiene in a positive way, which was surprising because I was like, this is normal for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
And I was just like, damn. So it made me think, like how you saying, like, well, what the fuck is she used to? You know what I'm saying? Because I need to shower. Like, like as soon as anything, I'm trying to shower if I'm sweating or if I
You'd be amazed. A lot of guys don't do that.
And it's not just the money too, because my girl's older sister, she's married to a very wealthy Frenchman, and when they get together, she always complains he's not bathing enough.
Oh, I hear that a lot about.
Yeah, they're Europeans. They don't believe in bathing, man.
Nah, it's
or deodorant, maybe. I don't know what it is.
I think we're just picking on the brothers because there's other ones too.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, I only care about the brothers. I don't care about white folks. Like at the end of the day, you know, when I see you guys out, you guys represent us, and if we represent each other. Or if I see a Frenchman or Australian man, I could give one horse ass about him. But if I do care about when I see another black man, like, bro, it's like, come on, man, you could do better.
Nah, it's real talk. It's real talk. We can't do nothing about all the other stuff. Because even with the women, like when I was in Santo Domingo, I was at the Three Eyes Museum, and the tour guide was talking to this Blanco lady, and he came over there like, oh, she's But she was French too, and that was weird. I mean, they got, I don't know what's going on in France. Shout out to them.
They're not showering every day. That's what's going on.
This a comment by D Word. You guys see
D-Word.
shaming guys. What other ninjas do is not my business. It is your business.
Hell yeah, it affects us.
It is your business. Once you start traveling the world, dude, I represent black men. Is what it is. And it's just like, if you go out there and embarrass me and you're next to me, I'm gonna check you. I'm gonna say, one, you either remove yourself around me, or dude, you got to change up, because I don't want that type of energy, man. And that's the problem, man. You have a lot of brothers going to these places acting up because no one's not checking them. Like, yo, you can't do that here. A perfect example is Medellin. Now, black men has become the face of freaking sex tourism.
Debauchery.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say in Medellin. That's kind of why I didn't like Medellin, because people already expected things from me, just from me being me. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't like that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you say, they're putting you in a basket with the rest of the brothers that come through there and do the same thing. Like Black Man Travels was saying, is what one does, they're going to expect it from all of us. So even though you might not think it's affecting the other travelers, but it is. So you see all the black brothers getting stopped in Medellin's airport and certain other cities as well.
Yeah.
It's going to affect us all. Yeah, it's going to affect us all.
They're searching them. Yeah.
I just stay my ass away from those cities. I go where it's the least amount of Negroes. That's where you're gonna find me.
Well, we got it's Jay Clyde. He's just living it up in Medellin. Never had a problem.
Yeah.
Nice, steady woman.
That's good.
I think he's close to moving down there. Like he just made a comment right now.
Like I said, I love Medellin. It's a beautiful city. It's probably one of the most beautiful cities, but it's just a lot of people get caught up in the bullshit. I mean, there's so much to do in that city.
It's where you put yourself at.
Exactly.
Even like how I was
get caught up in it.
Exactly.
Like how I was telling you guys.
Exactly.
Earlier I was saying, like, I feel like I come across as that street dude. You know what I'm saying? But even though I do come across as that to a lot of people, just on how I look, I still make my best effort, because I'm a good person, so I always just be myself. But I make a good effort to make sure those people can still see the positive in me. You know what I'm saying? So the next person that comes down there that looks like me has a better experience than I did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not being judged.
Hey, JM, Floyd was on our show, the Andrew show, about 2-3 weeks ago. He's doing all right. He's okay.
Yes. I haven't seen too much of him. I ain't been following.
But the unfortunate thing is you get some guys that get in their feelings and stuff like that, because I had an experience about that. We spoke, me and Average Man Unplugged spoke about our image, especially with the sex tourism and stuff like that, and something they came after us.
What you mean they came?
One of them actually tried to get me fired from my job.
Damn.
Wait, what?
Yeah, some.
You got dudes with feminine feelings. Literally feminine feelings.
But I'm saying, because you were talking about,
it wasn't even about the individual. It was just about the whole image about sex tourism and stuff like that. And we need to, keep that on the wraps. And, we got to protect our image and stuff. This dude, new YouTuber, try to be, he's starting to get a rep of starting trouble.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's a couple of those people, right?
Yeah. And basically,
I'll say his name. I don't give a damn. He can't dox me on shit.
Now, I'd rather you don't say it so don't get attached to me.
I don't want to get.
Why would it be attached to you? I'm the one saying it. I'm gonna say it.
But basically, someone tried to, he tried to get me fired from my job. But
damn,
and here's the funny thing about it: he threw another YouTuber's name in it, and because a certain YouTuber used to be a federal agent, and he was trying to impersonate a federal agent.
What?
Well, y'all need to share that information and ban those dudes from y'all channels. That's what I would do.
I got a plan for his little ass.
This particular person he's talking about has already done some fucked up shit in Thailand and was being sought after by the police.
No, not him.
Vandalism shit.
Oh,
no, not him.
If you don't know who that is by now, I'm about to say his name. So Blueprint, it is what it is, man, because people need to know.
Say it.
Starbull.
Not him.
But he's also one of them.
He's one of them, yeah. He's one of the people that's, out there, but he wasn't the one in my situation.
Oh, okay.
What's that,
Yo,
Pablo?
my boy, Pablo
Pablo.
Frescamore.
Yo, what's
Wait,
up?
What's
it's
up, Pablo?
Pablo. Pablo, are you
What's
the
going on,
guy
man?
that was that got into it with QB passport?
No, that's some other guy.
Okay, my bad. Go
Yeah,
ahead
that
and
wasn't
introduce yourself. I don't really know too much.
I'm Pablo Frescobar, uh, an old time traveler. I guess I'm probably a pioneer of the YouTube game. Right after Charles Tyler and Brazil Yesh, we were probably about the only uh, people talking about this lifestyle on YouTube. 2014, 2015. Yeah,
And
go
salute to
back a minute.
you.
Yeah, man, I'm just enjoying the conversation. I've been listening to y'all for a minute.
Chopping it up,
For the
yeah.
last hour and a half. Well, yeah, the last more than an
You
hour.
got any little tricks, like little devices or anything you use when you travel? Because I know you heard some of the ones we've been bringing up.
I have a travel safe.
Oh, interesting.
Damn. What?
A travel safe. You want to see
How
it?
much
I
does
go
that
get it.
weigh? How much that weigh?
That's dope.
It's not big at all. Here, I'm gonna go get it and I'll retrieve it and you can see it.
That's interesting. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I've seen those. Those are
Well, if
really
it's too
cool.
small, they might put that in their little handbag. I
Take
I
off
definitely
everything.
want to see it. I want to see it.
That's why I asked how much it weighs, because sometimes safes, depending if they're fireproof or whatever, they have
Oh no,
weight
no,
to them.
these are like
Ultralight, like carbon fiber
Velcro.
type of safes.
They're like what's that material? It's almost like
D-Ward,
camera
that's
bag
a
type
good point.
material.
Yes, when you go public and you're a YouTuber, yes, you do have to have a little bit thicker skin, because everybody's got an opinion on how you should live your fucking life and what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, that's true.
You do open yourself up for that. Oh, okay.
Wait, let me see. Okay.
Yeah, put him center stage so we can see it bigger.
Yeah, I gotta see.
Hold on. Let's see if we can bring him up. There we go.
Okay.
All right. Then.
So this is a travel safe, and you can buy it on Amazon, and it has a cable. This is a metal cable, and so you can put your passport. I usually keep my passport, cash, wallet, sometimes anything valuable. I'll put it in here if I'm having company over, and I'll close it up, and I'll cable it to a large object like your bed frame. If you're gonna dismantle the bed to get my stuff, then I guess you wanted it super bad.
I mean, depending on how big your hotel safe is, it's like you can put that inside the hotel safe and have 2 layers of protection.
Of security.
Yeah. True.
I've tied it down to the closet post. You know how they have the bar, it's usually mounted to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
I've put the cable around it. It has a little hole here. You plug it in, and then here's your combination. It's personalized. You can personalize your combination to whatever it is you want. You personalize your combination.
I noticed there's something that goes over the combination, so they can't even access. What's that
Right.
little flap that's down there?
That's a little protective flap there that keeps it hidden.
Okay.
Like that.
That's nice. I wouldn't even ever thought of something like that.
And it's like it's made out of Kevlar, like
there you go. Kevlar, not carbon fiber, but Kevlar.
Yeah, carbon fiber. Yeah. So it's kind of like bulletproof kind of a thing. So yeah, a travel safe.
Nice.
And when you can put your things away, guess what? It's not tempting for people to see your valuables out and try to steal it or whatever. So I like this for smaller items that you want to lock down. Like I said, if you got a large sum of cash or something like that, because you know how some countries are with the ATMs. Sometimes it ain't that reliable. You need cash,
so you need to hold on to some stuff. Yeah,
right. So this is a great device, and it's small. You can put it in your backpack. You can put it at the bottom of your suitcase, and it works great. I love it. Now, when you go through security with it, they're gonna ask you to open it up. I just Open it up, let them look. They say okay, and I close it up and put it back in the bag.
Now you actually keep that in your carry-on, right?
Sometimes I put it in. Sometimes I put it in the carry-on. Sometimes I put it in the check bag.
Okay.
The check bag, you ain't really got to worry about it too much like that, right?
Yeah, you don't got to pull it out. But now the thing with the check bag, if it's valid,
It's lost.
got cash in it, don't put the cash in it. Keep the cash on you, and then when you get to where you get to your apartment, then you put your cash in it.
Thank you for saying that, because you know it's gonna be somebody come back and be like, "Oh man, they got me."
Yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah,
Actually,
go ahead. Sorry, Black Man.
no. If you guys content creator Pablo, I'm not sure if you ever decide to do this, but let me share my screen. I highly recommend you guys get the Facebook Meta glasses. These glasses are highly recommended, man. Now you can shoot up to videos up to 3 minutes. The good thing about this is that you can wear it and people will never think that these are actually glasses. So,
oh, okay.
You need a camera.
Put it on, and you'll never know that I'm actually recording you right now.
Yeah, those are nice.
And the good thing about these are Ray-Bans and these are transitions. So during the daytime, they turn to shades. At nighttime, they're regular glasses, and I could be recording you without you knowing it. And this is recording in 4K. And it records up to 3 minutes of content. So I could actually upload this to Facebook and Instagram. So a lot of my content that I did in Cali was with these glasses here. I could listen to radio. I could listen to any podcast or YouTube channel, and I could speak to the AI. So I could say, Facebook, what is so and so, and it'll tell me.
Look,
Yeah.
that's what Blueprint got them too.
Sweet.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Wow.
I, as a content creator, and also too for any dude that want to get any sneak peeks, definitely get one of these glasses, man, because you'll have a good time.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, those are nice.
Hey, there was something I wanted to bring up real quick as I was thinking. There was a little tech thing that you can get. You know the location pods? They're either Apple or Android. They're little locator pods. You can put and they emit a signal.
Yeah, put on your luggage and stuff like that.
And different things like that. So your travel bag, the one you sling over yourself, you happen to lay it down. Next thing you know, you don't know where it's at. You can track that. And most people won't know because you can slide it into inconspicuous places to where people won't find it before you find them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Okay, we got the spy tech. We got the spy tech going on now, guys. That's what I'm talking about.
Nah, it's just another safety thing is just with those Ray-Bans, just for you don't have to take it out for taking pictures or videos and stuff like that. You can just use that
on the fly.
Not worry about getting your camera snatched and everything. That's
and the good thing about the Ray-Bans, I'm wearing Ray-Bans. These are my Ray-Ban glasses that I used to read and write or whatever. They're the same exact frames. So you would never think that I'm actually recording. So I could literally press record and you don't even know that I'm recording you. I'm recording the whole entire thing, and I've done that plenty of times. So if you feel like you're in a, if you feel like you're in a situation where you need to capture this, press record.
That's what I was gonna say. Like with the guy in the Philippines, like in a dangerous
not on the low key
situation.
creep cam stuff, but I'm
Yeah,
talking
I
about
don't like the creep cam.
legal,
But
or you're dealing with somebody and they're saying something on a deal, and you just hit the little record button.
Yeah, in a dangerous situation though, where you don't, if you don't know if your safety's compromised, you could use that and upload it straight.
Well, I'll say this, man. When we hosted that night pool party, them glasses. I did have the glasses on, so I know that maybe caused some things. I'm like,
that's all you need to say. You were a married man.
But of course, by the time I get on that plane, I have to delete everything. But besides that, it was nice to play back the next day at the airport.
Content.
That's content you can never share again.
Yeah. You take you enjoy it for the moment, you delete it. That's it.
Memories, baby. Memories.
Yeah, that's another thing. Going to the airports now, there's immigration is locking a lot of people down where they're refusing entry into a lot of countries. Delete your photos. Delete your memory, all your photos, any kind of content that looks a little off kilter. I would not have it loaded on your phones at the time that you're going through immigration.
I'll say this: make sure all your pictures are uploaded to the cloud.
Yes.
Once they upload to the cloud and you confirmed it, delete it off your phone because you already have it in the cloud. So there's no point in having it on your phone. Do that. And also, too, power off your phone. Power it off. And if you got one of these phones that got the battery, remove the battery. So they say, hey, listen, the battery's dead. So you can't turn it on. So that's something I always do. I always power off my phone.
Because they're refusing entry to a lot of countries now.
But
go ahead, Pablo.
Let me say this about the refusing entry, particularly as it relates to Colombia. I've probably been to Colombia 30 times since 2017. I have never been refused entry, asked any questions, crazy questions, pulled to the side, none of that. If that happens, and what some of these guys are not telling you is with Colombia's new security measures in terms of tourists and immigrants coming in, if you have a criminal record that is associated with domestic violence or crimes against children, you will not get in. And when I say crimes against children, it doesn't have to be any kind of P word or S word. It could be something as simple as contributing to the delinquency of a minor. And you will not get in. Child neglect. Anything remotely, anything in those areas, domestic assaults and all that kind of stuff. If you have that, do not try to go to Colombia.
Yeah.
Don't go to a lot of countries. Thailand's turning people away. Philippines turning people away. I think it's a whole international immigration thing where a lot of people are being turned away and denied entry. And when they go to renew their visas, are being told they must leave. They're being denied their visa renewals.
I mean, I told y'all I got pulled over at immigration going from Ecuador to Colombia. You know what I'm saying? And they pulled me in the back office and everything. I couldn't believe it. But you know, it's just all about you and how you carry yourself and how you answer the questions and stuff like that. Because they was like, "What, you just traveling around everywhere in South America?" Like I said, I think it's my look that kind of drugged me in there. But
that was drug. That was that because you came from Ecuador. They suspect the drug trafficking thing because coming through Panama and the Berrien Gap and all of that kind of stuff, they think is associated with that. Did you do like a land crossing, or you?
No, it was at the airport.
Okay, all right,
but it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I just answered the question. They let me go as soon as they saw my YouTube channel and my videos and all that. They let me go immediately. But you know, they were just really suspect of. You know, I guess I don't know if they probably thought I looked really young, or you know, I don't know. You never know what it is that make them.
I went to Mexico with my lady friend, my Colombian girl, and they gave her hell. If you ever take a Colombiana, and I'm not the only one this has happened to. I was talking to Solo Traveler, and his wife was Colombian. They held her for 2 hours.
Yeah.
In the same way that they did my lady friend for 2 hours. And the reason why there's a lot of like human trafficking and stuff like that. And the cartels taking girls from Cancun up into the United States. The coyotes, as they call them.
Yes.
And so they want to know, do you have a return ticket? Are you who you say you are? Do you, and so they check all of this stuff when those girls arrive. They think the cartels are bringing them either for prostitution, or they think they're bringing them like to smuggle them into the U.S. So when you take a Colombian girl to Mexico, get ready. They're gonna hold her, and if you don't go down there and say, "Hey, where's my girlfriend?"
Right, they'll turn her around.
Yeah,
I was telling them the same thing about the Philippines. A lot of Filipinos have a hard time getting through immigration, even just to leave. You know, depending on where they're flying to, the situation. the immigration office will hold them for a while, trying to get even with a paid ticket and everything, to allow them to leave. And sometimes they're being denied. No, you can't leave. So, I mean, if you guys
I
have that
kind of
kind of
experience.
situation, I would get insurance on your travel. It's most
I kind
likely
of
gonna
experienced the
be
same
right.
thing, Pablo, when I brought my Dominican fiance at the time. Now we're married to Colombia. Once they saw she was with me, they let her go. It was like, all right. It was like no question, but they saw me right behind her. Oh, okay, keep going. Because at first they
Yeah.
put her aside about the accent, and I say, is there a problem? And they saw me. All right, you could go.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah,
all
because
right.
same thing in Mexico when I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and she didn't come out of immigration, and she WhatsApped me that, hey, they holding me in immigration. So after a while, I went to the immigration. I said, hey, I'm waiting for my girlfriend. Do you have her? They would say, well, what's her name? And I told them, and I said, this it's my girlfriend. And I showed them my passport, my U.S. name. She said, oh, okay. They say she'll be out in a few minutes.
Yep.
And she'll be out in 30 minutes. And about 30 to 40 minutes later, she came out.
So guys,
she was shaking.
Yeah, so guys, if you are traveling with a foreigner, make sure you're there at the airport with her. So like I've traveled with my wife at the time. We've been to 4 countries. We've been to El Salvador, Guatemala, Panama, and Colombia. And each time I was there with her, so she couldn't experience any issues. So as long as you're there with her, you're okay. And trust me, I'm a big fan of bringing sand to the beach. I have no problem with that.
Me too.
Shit, I will too. I don't have a problem with it either.
I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you had some chick in Ecuador. Weren't you thinking about doing something like a little side trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Believe me, we're all contributors to Sand to the Beach. There's no shame in this room right now.
Hey,
I
if you get
when I
along,
went to Salinas and Montanita, I should have took your ass out there.
All you doing is hedging your bets. You already know you're gonna have a good time later after you do whatever excursions or whatever you're doing that day. That's a guarantee. Because all the appreciation and all that love for you taking there, it's reciprocal at that point.
I'm not a monger. I'm not here to pick every mango. If I find somebody I like and we get along, I'm rocking with it. You're right.
Man, listen, man, I got one good nut to give, man. That's it. After that, I'm going to sleep. I ain't look them days trying to go. Them days trying to go through 5, man. That's too much work, man. I like, hey, one round, I'm good. I'm going to sleep. See you in 5 hours.
Man, hey, that's what it is. It's that 40 and older crowd, man. We trying to have a good time, enjoy our vacation, like you say, bust one and go to sleep.
Go to sleep, get some rest, man, dude, man.
Go to sleep.
And
this shit's a marathon, man. It's not a race.
Yeah,
well, the whole thing is to have a chick that appreciates your effort and taking her along. Versus her just expecting it.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I think most of us get off to that more than anything else. We don't mind spending the money, but it's just show the appreciation.
Right.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm sorry, Pablo. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying, and being a good travel partner, making it an enjoyable experience. Apart from the sex part, just being someone that you enjoy, spending your time with. Yeah,
exactly.
And one thing,
sorry, go ahead, bud. You're right.
No, I was saying, and also living through their eyes. Like, for us, we've been there, done that. Now I really enjoy watching someone that never experienced something for the first time. I enjoy that experience now.
Exactly. That's the biggest thing right there. Having a renewed sense of enjoyment through somebody else's eyes is like, oh my God. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, I can dig that. So go ahead and do it, Style. Don't be scared. Do it.
Yeah. Sometimes when you travel a lot, it starts getting old. It's repetitious. But when you have somebody new that appreciates the travel and you get to experience their first time experience something that you helped them do, bruh, it's a whole nother feeling.
Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
That's real talk. That's real talk. Yeah. Like I said, I'm a little picky, man. I'm working on not being as picky a little bit, trying to dial it back a little bit, man. Cause
Ain't nothing wrong with being picky.
Hey, Style King, I got a photo in the back.
oh,
You
I
bring
see.
it up.
Let me see.
Yeah, this is Colombia, guys. Took my
Wow.
girl out there. We went to a place called Guadape, an area
Glamping.
called Bosco. Did a glamping experience, man. We spent 3 days out here up in the mountains, taking a bath, butt naked out in the woods,
All right.
eating, good meals. Guys,
Wait,
this is an
tell
experience
us
now.
what's
You know, I've been to Bosco too.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay,
wait.
okay.
Black man travel. Black man travel. What is
Yeah.
glamping for the people that don't know like me?
Glamping is glamorous camping together.
Yeah, you see
So
that
is it-
glass bubble they sleeping in right there
Yeah.
behind her? That's a whole apartment down there inside.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, so it's a whole different experience. It kind of gives you that seclusion, but still get that 5-star treatment while you're camping. You eat great food, great drinks. You can still go out to Guadalupe, do the climb the rock at Pino, and enjoy yourself. But again, guys, this is something that you take your main chick. You don't want to take any random chick with you there.
Hey.
Yeah, that's nice. Look peaceful.
Yeah, that look dope. I ain't gonna flex. That looks super dope.
Yeah, I'll be out there next. I'll be out there next week.
What, Medellin?
Medellin. I'll be in Medellin next week for about 5 days.
Hey, highlight what At Your Wife's House All Day just said. It's so true. You just advance in travel as you get older. First, it's just about you traveling alone. Then it's about you and your lady traveling together. And then even take it a step further. You start getting your kids into travel. I started traveling when I was very young. I was 2 and 3 years old traveling to Caribbean islands, Puerto Rico, Bahamas, Jamaica. I was a kid doing that stuff. My mom flying out of Fredonia or out of Baltimore. It was a cheap trip to fly to the Caribbean. So at least twice a year, we were flying to some place in the Caribbean just to have a vacation. So she got me used to traveling at a very young age.
Oh, no, I'm a big proponent of that because, like I said, I was 6 months old. My first passport, I was 6 months old. So I'm big on that. I think that really opened up my eyes. It's just far as it makes your kids smarter. You're gonna be a smarter person just being open to more things.
But unfortunately, in this travel space, we got guys in our age group that act like,
I call them guys.
We spoke about that, Ronan.
Yeah, they're beginners. they old dudes that just got their passports. These guys ain't been traveling that long. They just now starting to learn to spread their wings, and they're acting like the adolescents.
Yeah,
guys that are 20 years younger that are traveling for their first time.
Wilding out.
Yeah.
Acting like teen. I told y'all that's what I saw when I went to Parque Aires. Like I just went to Parque Aires because I was like at a restaurant close to it, and some of the subscribers like, well, you might well check it out. I walked down there, man. These dudes was acting like teenagers, like they ain't never seen a girl before. They was I'm got run over by one dude like trying to get to this girl. I was like, man, what the fuck? They are trying to get you. I've never seen no guys act like that before, and they were guys that look like us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god.
I mean that thing you just brought up with It's J. Clyde. It's a perfect thing, like we were just talking about. I like seeing the joy in my girls experience new things traveling together. Yeah, there's no better joy when you find that one to see the reciprocal fucking greatness, just feeling grateful for being in your presence as a man and doing the things you do.
Yep. That's definitely
that appreciates it.
Just have to find that one that appreciates it.
Right. That's the big
Hey, D-Ward, stop worrying about the expense, brother. You should be there by then. Your kids shouldn't be nothing, man. That's cheaper travel. They don't cost that much, man. You ain't paying a full fare for a kid.
Yeah, especially housing.
Okay, it's all relative, man. It's all relative on body height and age size.
Even with housing though, like once you get a place, like I never really get a place that's like one. Like usually I get more than one bedroom anyway if I'm by myself. So
one bedroom is always going to be a studio or an office. I don't. never have not just one bedroom for myself. It's always got to be 2 or better. You know.
Don't have room for the people. Maybe the flights might be a little more expensive, but you got to plan for that though.
Yeah, fuck that.
So, wait. So, like, you guys have good experiences with, I guess, finding. Well, you kind of gave a little hint about that a little earlier, Anthony, where you were saying like how you meet good women in these other countries. So you say like dressing appropriately, and like you was giving me advice about going to San Bernardino and things like that. And like the place you took me when I went to Santa Ana, like I went to Santa Ana so many times after that, you know what I mean? Because of that type of environment. So that's the thing, like guys got to step into those type of environments and embrace that at the same time. I feel like.
Yeah, put yourself in professional environments or where the upper class hang out at. And it's that simple. Go where people with money hang out at. And that's where you're going to meet some good women, educated women. I don't have any problem with going somewhere and finding a woman that speaks English because that's where the educated people are going to hang out at in those areas. So find those areas, find out something like if you like jazz clubs and cigar lounges, Google. Google is your friend. YouTube's your friend. Google the best cigar lounges in, let's just say, Bogota, and go check some of those places out. Or either go to those Instagram pages and look at the pictures. You can even slide in some DMs and see if some of the ladies respond. You know, let them know it's the first time in the city and you're just
That's what I
trying
used to do.
Yeah, I still do it.
That's I mean, during my single days, that same exact strategy that you just shared, I was doing that back in 2016, 2017.
It works.
Man, bro, it works. That works, man.
But dressing to the level of the type of expectation of a woman is I mean, Anthony, you got this avatar right now with a casual blazer
nice look.
on,
Nice look.
button down pair of jeans, I'm sure a nice pair of shoes. But that's a classic style that you can wear. You don't have to go that full blown. If anything, look at what the style is in that community or their culture at the time for a classic like casual business environment. That's what you should be dressing like as an older gentleman or somebody is looking to meet people of a certain level.
Yeah, I agree.
With Timberlands and shorts and tank tops, that's not where you going to find those chicks at.
Especially in Latin America, the men in Latin America that got a little money, they dress up. They're gonna show out. So you want to be at that level at least. Nice button up, something casual, nice polo style shirt with some nice jeans or some slacks. Keep it casual depending on the weather.
Well, I definitely made that mistake, so that's another thing that I gotta work on. But I don't get robbed.
That is true.
You take your pros with your cons. You know what I mean? Like
that's because you're not dealing with the mangoes, man. You know how that go.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So I bought a couple collar shirts when I was out there. So I've been because when I went to DR, it was like it's too hot out there. Brazil, it's so hot. But when I was in Ecuador, it was more of a moderate weather, so you can wear collar shirts and stuff like that and not be sweating your ass off. So I had to adjust.
I'll say this: dress for the weather, but also dress for the environment that you want to be in. Like for instance, when I went to South Africa, when I was in Johannesburg, I had the blazer on because I was in the city. But when I went to Cape Town's more like a South Beach scene. I had the linen shirt on. So again, you really got to dress for the occasion. But yes, the way you dress will draw a lot of attention. Because one thing I noticed when I was in when I was in Johannesburg, dude, I never waited in line. They thought I was some big time, celebrity or athlete. So they gave me the VIP treatment all the way. Yeah. And it's like, all right, I kind of went with it. But
it carries a lot of weight. It really
carries a lot of weight when you look a certain part, you smell the part. That's why I tell guys invest in a good cologne. Just bring one blazer just in case. In case. Bring some loafers. Like you don't need hard shoes. Just bring some loafers, man. Get a fitted shirt. Get some fitted jeans, like some jeans, straight cut. Just look the part, man. Trust me, that will draw so much attention towards you. And again, I wouldn't say wear that suit in a poor area. Go to the area where the most upper middle class people go to.
Right. Believe me, you're going to stand out because that style is going to stand out against any local guy. So you're automatically going to be
And us
pinpointed
being
to somebody.
American, man, dude, let's just be real. Us being Americans, we get that swag. We're just built different, man. And even like you go to an all black country, they know instantly you're not one of them.
Exactly. Like you say, dress well. Like you say, smell good. Definitely get you 2 or 3 good bottles of cologne, preferably. Fall
Even
off
if you
in.
have the little travel like spray
Yeah,
bottles, get a couple of those. You can buy
something
those
nice.
now. Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Smell
they're
good, look good.
atomizer.
Oh yeah. You definitely need that cologne. Like I say, especially if I'm not sure where you fellas frequent, but if you're hanging out in Latin America a lot, you definitely want to smell good and look good because that's just the way they carry themselves there. Nice blazer, like Black Man 7. Get you some loafers. You could travel with loafers. They're easy to pack. You could throw them on, slip them off. You could wear them up. You could dress them up, dress them down. I mean, it's not hard.
It's not hard at all. And one thing, guys, if you're gonna get a cologne, get 2 types of cologne. Get a daytime cologne and a nighttime cologne.
Exactly.
So during the daytime, you wear that particular cologne. At nighttime, you have another scent to yourself. And trust me, the women will come and tell you, like, man, you smell good. Like, because most guys don't wear colognes overseas.
yes,
That's a luxury thing.
yes.
Really?
And
I
they
didn't
will
know that.
come across the room once you walk by them. They like get that scent, and you'll see them start leaning in that direction. They caught your scent.
Do I had men?
Wait.
Listen,
Now that you say that, I had a chica steal my cologne before I got some. I went Issey the girl stole my Issey man. I ain't gonna
classic.
Listen, I've had men come up to me and tell me, like, bro, what are you wearing?
Oh, yeah,
they're not used to seeing they're not used to smelling that. So again, guys, and the one thing, guys, this is my travel hack. Go to one of those cologne stores, those cologne stores, and get those travel packs, the little containers. I load up on those because the thing is, I think once you have more than 3 ounces, the fucking TSA will take the shit. So I just load up on the little small cards, and I just buy like a whole 12 pack or whatever. And again, I'll just rub it on my skin during the day.
You can get atomizers now. You can buy atomizers,
but sometimes it's
them for 3 ounces.
But sometimes it could be a little iffy because depending on the TSA person, he could be a prick and make it difficult. So I say, hey, get the packet. You could get those packets nowadays where you could just get those, order, maybe if you're gone for 5 days, get 10. So you got, cologne for the daytime and cologne at nighttime.
That's true. You don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
They pick and choose when they want to take
your
shit.
Yep.
Some of that stuff I just put in my carry. No, not my carry-on, but my under the plane luggage.
See, I'm a carry-on guy. I don't check my bag, so it's like I need to make sure everything I got is good to go.
I travel with one backpack. I'm the same way.
You were traveling somewhere where you already had a second home, bro. You didn't have to take everything with you. Some of these brothers ain't traveling like that, though.
No. I'm talking about like even period. Wherever I go is carry-on. Because I've experienced checking my bag and not getting my bag until 5 days later.
Matter of fact, you had that happen, didn't you?
Yeah, that happened in Thailand.
In the Philippines or Thailand,
yeah.
You wearing that extra tight
shorts. Yeah, I had to go to Thailand Mall. I had to wear them damn tight ass pants, tight ass shirts, and trust me, it was not a good look, man. It was not a good look.
Man.
Hey,
I'm the same way. I travel with a backpack too. I don't trust that shit.
All right. Thanks for the $5 super chat from D Ward. He says you need a suit just in case you get invited to a wedding or something or some kind of formal event. You never know. That's true.
I never said. I mean, not a suit.
I think he's talking about state. I think he's talking about stateside.
Just a nice blazer or something like that. It doesn't have to be a full blown suit.
You need a blazer.
I think he's talking about in general, but a blazer is easier for overseas. You can just take it, throw it on. You can even wear it under something or under something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got a couple of them. I just throw in my
exactly. I'm the same way.
I want to share a screen and add to this about the cologne.
Okay.
In Latin America, if you think you have too much cologne on for the United States,
you don't
put a little bit more on. If you think you got on too much, put a little bit more on. They will love it. This is Bubble Sky, Black Man Travels.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yep, I see the background. Yep.
Yeah,
nice.
My lady,
man.
Bubble Sky. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice right there. We're not watching the background, Pablo.
You're not. I know.
You know we ain't. You know we ain't. Fuck that background.
I'm talking about
Such is life.
I mean, like I said, it's a lot, man. There's levels to this shit,
Right.
and that's why I take offense when dudes want to compare themselves to me. I'm like, bro, especially you never put in any work. I'm like, man, come on now. You just started. You just got your passport. Let's go out there and continue to live. I mean, guys like Pablo, guys like Anthony, Passport Blueprint that have been doing this for a long time. Man, you cannot compare what some of these new age travelers are doing compared to what these guys have been doing.
Hey, let me show you a bag which is really cool. It's a good carry-on bag to have. This bag literally disassembles. So, see that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's the one that unfolds all the way. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Oh, it
nice.
turns into a garment bag.
Oh yeah. My homeboy has one of those. He puts suits in them. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
That's nice.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
It can be a garment bag or a duffel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Get one of those. You can put your suits, put your suit in it, and then when you assemble it, you can put your regular stuff in there. You can put the loafers, all that stuff. That's the type of stuff. And then put it as your carry-on.
Yeah.
Because it meets the carry-on requirements.
Real quick, just to add to the suit thing. When you go overseas, it's a good time to upgrade your wardrobe because you can get custom-made suits and shirts and fitted things like that way cheaper overseas than you can here in the States. Good quality.
Yeah, I was looking at some of those tailors in Thailand were killing it. In Africa too.
Any of you fellas that are going to Mexico, if y'all can slide through San Miguel Aliente, they have some of the best leather products in the world. The guys that like Chelsea boots and just nice boots in general, you can go down there and rack up on them for. You can probably get 3 pair for the price you would pay, say, a pair of Allen Edmonds or Johnson and Murphy's. You can get 3 pair for that same price with the same quality. So that's just a little information to you guys that like Chelsea boots or any type of boots, leather boots. San Miguel Aliente.
Every time y'all go to a place like that, you should go and look at maybe getting one suit or a couple fitted shirts or something like that, where they're more tailored for you. Upgrade your wardrobe.
Definitely, Anthony. So it's one thing that I noticed when I was in Ecuador that some of my subscribers were like commenting big time. So in Ecuador, it's like a lot of so when you buy something, especially at like a store, they have a lot of. You have to have like a lot of identification. They want your passport number or your identification numbers, your address. It's a lot of things they require just to make a purchase.
They started doing that after the pandemic. I don't know why, but they started doing. That's just something recent. Recently they started doing about 3 years ago. I've been going down there for almost 10 years. And they just started doing that about 3 years ago now. And it just has to do with all the scamming that's been going on from the recent immigrant influx. And just all of the crime that's been happening, since the pandemic hit. Because until the pandemic hit, Ecuador was a pretty safe country, even though I still think it's fairly safe. I'm out there all the time. But it has changed a lot since 2021, 2022. So that's why they do that. It used to be like that.
Okay. I mean, since we talking about things to expect, I just thought people might want to know that before.
Anthony, are you fluent? How's your Spanish? Are you fluent?
My Spanish is it's great. My Spanish is great. I have no problem.
He know what he's doing. He know what he's doing now.
Down there. Yeah, it sounds like you down there a lot. So
that's why I'm retired. That's why I'm retiring at. So I spend a lot of time down there.
That's good though.
But I had a good time in I had a good time in Ecuador, man. Good time.
Man, Ecuador is a beautiful country.
Every time you say something, I can hear you reminiscing in every word.
Yeah, you can hear
it. Actually, you know what? I got some shit. You know what? Hold on a second. I can pull up some receipts.
I'm about to pull
he's
up
sitting there
right
dreaming
now.
in his head every time he's saying a word, bro. I'm just like, yo,
hey,
man,
hold on. I got some receipts, bro. Hold on a second.
Ecuador is, it's a small country, but there's a lot to do, especially if you like to be outside. If you like hiking and biking and the Galapagos is right there. You have all of these smaller towns on the outskirts of Quito and Guayaquil that are just, hot springs everywhere, waterfalls. Go ahead, Black.
Sal King, I got something in the back.
Yeah. Why are you doing that at your wife's house all day? Yeah, I know all about Patty and those
Oh yeah,
The
they
tailors
party.
there, they're awesome. They got some awesome tailors in Patia.
Oh yeah,
Oh
she having
Lord,
fun. Yeah, she full of
yeah.
yeah, she been
Okay
drinking that
now.
aguardiente.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, you got the glasses on? You got the glasses
Nah,
on
nah.
right
This,
now?
That one with the
nah.
white,
This,
she
this
ready
is
to go.
before
Yeah,
the.
that's
Good
that's that
times,
aguardiente.
man.
A lot of people think that it's a Colombian thing, but the main factory is in Ecuador. So that's kind of a little battle that they have of who created aguardiente, but they don't
What
add
is
the
aguardiente? What is that?
yeah.
What is that?
Tequila,
It's
right?
a cheap rum drink that Colombia and
What is it
Ecuador.
made out of?
It's just a cheap rum drink, sugar cane.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the Philippines has something similar that they make off of the coconut trees. They
No,
let the
okay.
coconut trees weep, and the coconut tree weeps a fermentation, and it turns into coconut alcohol.
Wow.
And they drink it, and it comes in gallons, bro. I mean, if you got a coconut tree, you usually got a damn still there, and you making damn coconut rum or liquor.
I bet
In the
it's good.
Philippines, they got gallons of that shit just sitting around.
Hey, Style King.
People want it.
Style King got something in the back. I want to show you guys this.
I bet it's good.
That
Anthony.
aguardiente, my bad. Hold on. That aguardiente is an acquired taste. Now I bought some and I was like,
But
the fuck?
they add the anise to it when it goes to Colombia. They don't add the anise in Ecuador. Oh yeah, okay, they party.
Yeah, they're partying a good time, man. I had a tour guide, and I was like, "Hey, listen, this is my last day. Invite your friends. We're gonna go out. Don't worry about it. Everything's on me.
Yeah.
We went out to eat, and after that, we went to party. Then came back to the crib. So, yeah, man, this is Ecuador, man. You can have a great time out there, guys. I had a great time in Guayaquil. Then I did a 4-hour ride out to Montanetti. So I just had a good time, man.
Oh yeah, they look like they having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I loved Guayaquil actually. Like that was the spot. I went to Montanita and a couple and Salinas, but I had to go back to Guayaquil because
Yeah, most people are working during the week, but on the weekends it gets fun. It's the working class people. Most of the people you're going to bump into, especially in the two main areas, Puerto Santa Ana and San Bernardino. That's what people with low money go hang out at in San Bernardino. So you can
San
foul off there.
Bernardino was
As a solo traveler, you can foul off there, hit up any of those bars, and just sit down, and you'll pull something in. You'll reel something in with no problem. Actually, somebody that's educated, has a career, and probably speaks English.
I like the diversity too. There's a lot of Venezuelans, a lot of Ecuadorians, a lot of Colombians. I definitely like that.
Yeah, those Venezuelans and those Cubans, they trying to get those American dollars so they can take it back, to wherever they're from. But even Colombians, there's a lot of Colombians in Ecuador getting that U.S. dollar.
A lot of Colombians.
Mm-hmm. A lot of Colombians.
Well, shit, I think I'm gonna try to go ahead and end the live stream though. If y'all want to, get any last words in, we can start with Black Man Travels and work our way around the panel.
No, if anything, guys, like I said, make sure if you are planning to do a trip, just do your research. Research is one of the most pivotal things you could actually do to enhance your travel experience. So do your research, reach out to brothers like us, give you guys the right information that you need to know, and dress accordingly, work out, take care of yourself, and explore.
All right, brother, man. Thank you so much for coming through, man. I appreciate you having me on the channel. That's what I'm talking about, man. We had a good talk, man. Good, peaceful discussion. Nobody cussing each other out. You know what I mean? Good, positive interaction, man. I appreciate you guys are always on that type of time, so I appreciate y'all coming through for sure.
Well, yeah, Style King, man. I'm just glad to be on with you, man. I seen you moving around on different live streams and stuff like that, doing your thing, man. You seem to have it together, man. So thanks for having me up. Nice to finally, catch up to you.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. I might have to get an interview with you one day. Shit, I'm trying to, do my thing. I just reapplied for monetization, so hopefully I can get that going.
Anytime. Matter of fact, I think I the first time I saw you was when you went to Brazil. I think you had just really started your travels in earnest, and you went to Brazil, and I remember that you said you were like, Brazil wasn't really all that for me. I remember that, and that's the way it is. What's great to one person in a country for somebody else, it might not be that great. You know, because we all have different personalities, different desires, different tastes. So just because, you know, a place is good to one person doesn't mean it's going to be necessarily, you know, heaven to somebody else, you know. But that's it, man. Nice to be up with you.
Man, salute. Thank you so much. That was real talk right there.
Yeah.
Passport blueprint.
This is what we should be talking about. This is the conversation we should be having, you know. And I've learned a lot. I got Anthony's name. I'm going to subscribe to his channel. This is this topic we should be discussing. You know, there are people who are experts in certain countries and stuff like that. And I've learned a lot from tonight's broadcast. This is awesome. Please, you know, throw a link so I can get back to this. I may just do something on my channel off of this just to show what mature brothers, the real black men, are doing. We're not out here being thirsty. We're out here professional traveling. And this is something that needs to be taught. We shared so much on this travel experience that is unbelievable. It's great. And this is what we should be having communications about instead of being thirsty and going overseas and stuff like that. This is professional black traveling at its best.
I just subscribed to your channel just now. So here we go. We in now. We linked up now. So that's
thank you. And like I said, you know, I've learned so much right now. I'm also, you know, after hearing from Anthony, I am going to put Ecuador on my list of travels. This is what it's about. This is what it should be about. And it's a shame that we got other people that don't think about it because they're just too thirsty. It's a shame.
Boy, starving out here, boy. People starving out here.
Right.
Thank you so much for coming through.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah, for real. That's real talk, man. Thank you so much.
Thanks for bringing me up, bro.
Hell yeah. Anytime. All right, Anthony, what you got? What you got?
Man,
thank you, Anthony, for sticking around. I know sometimes when they get a little crazy, you gotta. But it
this was a good conversation. Like the brother said before me, this is a good conversation with mature men who travel, and that's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about all the arguing and bitching, arguing over women. That's unnecessary. These platforms were made to share information, and tonight was a good example of that. These last couple hours have been very informative. I've learned a lot, you know. So I think we need more of these discussions, and I'll definitely be coming up more on your panel to have these type of discussions with you fellas. So it was good to chop it up. I'm subscribed. I subscribe to everybody else's channel too. So
appreciate that.
I'll be checking out all you guys' content, man. And y'all be safe. And yeah, check out Ecuador, but it's only for a certain type of traveler, you know, the type of traveler that we've talked about tonight. So have fun, man. Travel safe and enjoy life, man. We all go die one day. Enjoy it. That's it.
Absolutely.
Exactly, man. Thank you. Thank you again. Man, my dog Ronin.
Hey man, we always have some great conversations, man. You know what I'm saying? We chopping it up with real people. They come on and they're not afraid to share and be real and be, like I said, just having grown man talk. And there's nothing like it. You know, you can sit here and have a drink. It's like you damn near sitting in a cigar bar, man. Just fellowshipping. But we just not in the same place right now. You know what I'm saying? So I love it. You know, it was on my mind. I had to look it up. There's 3 types of alcohols, man. It's tuba, which is a wine from coconuts. And then there's lapagnog, which is a liquor, and it's up to 40 to 45% proof. It's like a coconut vodka.
Okay.
And that's made out of coconut, sugar palm, or nipa trees. And you heard of nipa huts? That's that tree that they help make the sap from it, and it makes that fermentation and makes the wine or whatever you're trying to make. And then there's another one called Biolina. Same difference.
That's like he get you geeked up. It sounds like you're gonna get geeked up on that Lapagna too.
I'm sure I'm gonna get offered something because it's all around it. So, and when the family gets together, I'm sure it's gonna be a party. So, I ain't never scared.
I
You
already
know what I'm
know.
saying? But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then, like I said, yeah, man, there's nothing wrong with being cognizant of the culture that you're going to. Do your research. You know, take some precautionary measures in how you move, the technology you take with you. There's a lot of little nuggets that were given out about the carbon monoxide detector, power plugs, adapters, what credit cards to use. There is a lot of information. If you guys play this back and you're just now joining, that you should be able to pull from each one of the travelers that were up here. Each one of these brothers are well experienced in certain areas of travel, and they all gave you little nuggets, and then dress appropriately, man. I mean, grow the fuck up. You should not be dressing like you're 20 when you're 30 and 40 and 50. While your travel game should be escalating, your wardrobe should be escalating. Where you hang out should be escalating. Can you see me in a club with 20-year-olds? I'm not going to a club. I'm going to go to a jazz bar, or I'm going to go to a cigar bar, a rooftop bar, and just sit there and chill out and mellow out. And by the way, I will have sand to the beach, so I'm not even searching for a chick. Somebody says, well, I see your receipts. You might see a chick sitting next to me, but I'm not sitting there putting her ass out on the fucking internet for what?
Mhm.
And so when you move a certain way and you get to a certain age, you're not all about showing a whole bunch of what your personal business is. And by that age, it should be fucking personal. And I'm gonna land my plane with that.
Nah, man, you ain't lying though. I agree with that. Like I mean, just like Black Man Travel said this, I wear Jordans and all that stuff, but I'm trying to come out of that. Like I know how to dress up or whatever, but I don't know. I'm trying to get out of my ways a little bit, but I'm a work in progress. I'm definitely a work in progress.
It's stair stepping it. That's the whole thing. Like I said, you improve each time. And I know as a young man, you getting your shit together. You got your resources, you got assets, you doing your thing home so you can go out there and have fun. And you're building an income stream so that you can stay out there longer. That's what people don't know. You got an Airbnb, you trying to work out where you're in the States, you still got equity, you still growing your assets here while you're out there having fun. And that's the thing. You need to have something going on here, making American dollars while you're overseas doing whatever the hell you'd like to do.
Yeah, man. It's tough, man. I know. I mean, I mean, a lot of stuff is subject to opinion as well. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, and then that's why I said if you want a different result, then you need to start changing the things that you're doing.
Yeah,
and that's very important. That's why I said like I want to meet more high class women. You know what I mean? I like that. I definitely do like that. I want to find somebody more serious. So I definitely need to change things a little bit sometimes. So not always wearing Jordans, I guess now. If I want
I
somebody.
think there's a phrase or something that goes like your exterior shows what your interior is.
Yeah.
So depending how you dress on outwardly,
But that's not true though.
understand
Not
hold
all
on,
the time,
listen,
but
listen,
it
the way
makes
I'm
people
saying that
think.
is
Yeah,
it makes people think of what your intentions are by the way you project. So if you dress a certain way, you're projecting that. And if that's what you're really thinking about inside, that shows through the confidence of what you're wearing, how you carrying yourself. A lot of dudes still walk around with their eyes down instead of looking up.
Yeah,
A
you're
lot
right.
of dudes are programmed that way and they don't realize it.
That's
They
what,
look away from people because sometimes when you look directly at somebody, it's like an insult in certain cultures, and certain countries it's not. It's a form of you showing your confidence.
When I was in Brazil, I was talking to this girl, and she was like, "Well, the black men down here are trained to look down when a white man is talking to them or looks at them.
Boom.
So I don't know how to do that. So they try to figure out what's wrong with me."
Nothing wrong with me. Yeah, because you're exerting a certain level of confidence that their culture is not used to. That's what I'm saying. Y'all have to look at mannerisms and how people. I mean, I even see that in the level of people that service you, like a maid that might come in and clean up your room or whatever, and they won't necessarily look in your eye. And I'll literally stop them and make them look up in my face. just to let them know they're appreciated, not on look down at them, because they get that all the time in their culture.
You gotta respect people for being human, man. You gotta humanize people. It's too many people get dehumanized everywhere,
right?
Especially people that look like us, you know. So I try to go out my way to, even like here, like I try to go out my way to compliment people. Like when I see them wearing their natural hair, shit like that. Like I try to compliment it, even if I don't.
Hey, at least it's natural and it ain't no fucking weave or goddamn wig.
Exactly.
You took the time to do something to your natural hair.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, you know, a lot of people don't even know how to accept compliments anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's tough out here. So you know, just keep good energy and try to give people compliments if you can, and keep it moving. Like you ain't gotta get everybody's phone number. You know what I'm saying? Like that's another thing in these countries. Like when you trying to talk to somebody and you just automatically just seem so thirsty to do something with them or hang out with them, it's kind of scary to them because of the culture that they from. So
Right.
taking things slow and just being nice and carrying on, because you might see them again. You never know.
Right.
But yeah, man. Well, that's it, man. I just really wanted to get on
Yeah,
here
brother.
and chop it up with you
Appreciate
guys.
you
Man.
starting a live and allowing us all to join and share our experiences. It's like everybody said before me, this is the type of stuff the other travelers need to hear, the other people in the space. And like I was telling other people, even QB, man, people are rolling into this space more and more. We're aging out. We should be showing them the back end of what their beginning is. So we have to train these younger guys to understand here's what to expect. This is what you have to look forward to in a positive manner. So us older guys should be showing them what the positivity of all this effort is of traveling.
And that's kind of made me do the live stream, because I know I'm kind of new in the space, but at the same time, I was just like, the more I've been getting comfortable with things, the more it's like automatic in my mind. And then like shout out to Magic with him getting back into traveling and asking a couple questions. I was like, well, there's probably a lot of
But
people
see, you helped him do that.
That still need to hear
you
that.
encouraged him. He watched you do it, and he's like, "Damn, I got to get out there."
So we can always, you always got to be able to reach back into, especially now that I'm not that far removed from this recent travels, where I can be like, okay, these are things that I should have thought of before I left. This is things I should have done differently.
Right.
Even from packing, my packing has changed. You know what I mean? Like everything is different than when I started.
Yeah, there's certain things you guarantee you got to have in your carry-on versus packing it and putting it below. You know what I'm? There's certain things, just in case that luggage gets lost. You having faith that everything's coming out the bottom of the airplane, and sometimes it just don't. And you need to have certain things in that carry-on that hold you over for a while. And it don't matter how experienced you are; it happens to everybody.
Man, I pray to God that don't happen.
I mean, Black Man Travel just told you it happened to him in all places where they don't have a larger man size. And I'm not saying he's a fat guy. He's a big buff guy.
Yeah.
Thailand don't have clothes for big guys that are black like us. Man. You know what I'm saying? They don't have clothes like that for us. So anything you could go buy that you would think is an extra 4X, that ain't no real 4X for an American. That's a 4X for a Thailand dude.
Planet.
Yeah. That's the worst place you can go and not have your clothes, bro. You talking about nut huggers. This shit is all out there. You know what I'm saying? You walk down Soy 6, the girls down there rip the clothes off you because they can see what you're packing.
Damn, I can't imagine getting all the way to the Philippines and your bag not there. Oh my God. I was talking about that though, because some flights, like when you do layovers,
yeah,
some layovers you got to go get.
You can get your luggage lost, or you have to go and get it, and then recheck it, and yeah.
And sometimes you don't though, so and everybody doesn't. They might not tell you. They might, So that's something to definitely be aware of. Or
logistics is everything in travel. Logistics is everything in planning. So it holds true in life as it is in travel. You got to plan. The people that plan to win. People that don't plan to fail.
Exactly. But all right, guys, thank y'all so much. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream right now. Next time.
See you.